So let's see. All right, we should be. Hold on. Let's see here. Let's see if this works. I think it should be working out there. You guys let us know. How's the audio? Can you hear us loud and clear? All that kind of stuff. We should be feeding out live to the peoples out there. I guess I'll give everyone a minute here to let me know whether or not it's all working. There you go. And also, can you see that graphic? That's
Who moved my freedom?
Yeah, that's some AI stuff I was messing around with. We could probably mess around with some AI while we're on here. So
it's funny. It's good entertainment when you start putting certain things in.
Yeah, they don't. But also, I came to realize they don't let you do certain things either. Like,
even some of the stuff that's not like bad. It comes up funny the way it
oh
sees
yeah,
it.
Oh for sure. But I tried to do some gun stuff and they wouldn't let me do it.
Well, of course, you're being yeah.
So, I see Shooting Gallery out there. He says, "What's crack-a-lackin'?" Okay, I think we're good. I think everything's going through. Let me kick this off. Let's make this happen.
Welcome back to the Hank Strange Situation. Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Franklin Armory. Franklin Armory provides 100% US-made firearms and awesome binary option triggers. Their focus and purpose is to provide freedom tools to all Americans, especially those in not-so-free states. So when you're in the market, please consider Franklin Armory. All right, here we go. Booyaka, booyaka. Okay, we are live. We are live in here. Let's see what. Oh, there we go. Walter's
coming at you.
Dual wielding it. There you go. We are live. I hope you guys have. Let's do the jazz hands. There you go. Jazz hands. Yay. We are live. I hope you guys have your big girl panties on. This is episode 1011 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. FreeForAll Monday. We're calling this one New Year, same problems. Happy New Year to everyone out there. This is going to be with Walter Keller and, of course, BabyFace P. And we've got a bunch of cool folks hanging out with us in the chat. Shout out to everyone. I see 42 Chilled is out there. I'm looking right now to see. I see Jade Grew is out there, of course. Night Train is out there. Let's see. BabyFace P is dialing in right now. Let's see if we can actually make this happen where we all have the same gun at the same time. Damn it, Babyface P. You let us down. Where is it, you bastard?
I have Lifesavers spearmints. These things are delicious, by the way.
That's good for you.
These are so good. I don't know if you guys like. I love these things.
Lifesavers.
Hold on. I'll be right back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Shout out to Real Cujo. Oh, Real Cujo gave us some money there. Oh, nice. I'm glad I did.
$22.99.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't put you and Patrick and Walter on the thing today. Get all that money.
You're rich. You're rich.
Shout out to Real Cujo. Big thanks. We appreciate that here. Everyone hit those arrows up, okay? We need and appreciate that. What's up?
I should get that $22 because yesterday, everybody in the chat, I brought a can of 223 that had probably 1,000 rounds in it.
Right.
And I think yesterday, 3/4 of that got devoured.
Yeah, I was going to say, how much ammo did you take home? Couldn't have been much.
It was a lot lighter.
Yeah, no way it was much.
Oh, so green, they felt like walnuts. They were hard.
What the hell is Patrick saying? Your walnuts felt hard? Damn it. That's rough. Okay, so shout out to Shooting Gallery out there. Joe's out there.
Damn thing if it's hard. Crack it.
Yeah. Joe was hanging out with us yesterday. Let's see who else is out there. I think I said Night Train, but Night Train is out there as well.
So this is what you're asking for, right? A Remington Model 24.
No.
Is what you want?
No. Yet.
No, come on.
Yet.
Come on, Patrick. Let's see if we can do. Okay, there you go. Boom, boom. Okay, boom, and boom. Look at that.
And if you want to see the happy dance, you got to go to the interwebs and see me happy dance.
Yes, we will. We will find that. We will find that somewhere, and we will show that to you guys. So yeah,
Walter.
go ahead.
Yes, sir.
No trigger pack, right? Listen.
Oh, real smooth.
Real smooth.
Oh, so you're dragging over the
something like that. I gave the trigger pack back to its original owner, and I'm converting the one that I have downstairs. We'll see if that makes it any better.
I don't know. Do I have any? I don't think I have any pictures from us this weekend. So that everyone knows this, yesterday actually, Sunday, today's Monday. Yesterday we were all hanging out on the range. I think Lola has the pictures of
the
that.
group shot.
Yeah, Lola has that, and she's
Here,
probably
I'll send you a
not going to
picture
be able
to
to
show.
She's probably not going to be able to send it to me, but look at this. This is something I can show, because whenever we get an opportunity, we always try to dual wield something, and it always goes wrong.
Oh, not on my end. Look at the far end. Watch the far end.
Well, Walter was perfect.
Yeah, let's see if we
Twice.
get this all in
Not
here.
Not once, but twice.
Look. Once again with
Who
me.
didn't follow my advice? Mr. Strange did not follow my advice. I said, do not put the guns under your armpits, because then your body is against the ejection port, and that causes malfunctions. Oh, my camera's gone.
Its camera went away.
Camera's gone.
Yes. I know. There was a whole bunch of advice. Like someone said, oh, maybe we should check these guns and make sure everything's working before we do this. But I think it was the under the armpit thing. I think that was the problem. Were you doing that, Walter? And someone's got a video up. I've got it. Just find
Well, I made sure that my pits weren't over the ejection port.
Okay.
I was probably out a little more forward than you were.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
but I was shooting a left and a right ejection, so
there we go.
It never had anything to hit really. So
I sent you a picture. You can show off of cool guys doing cool things.
Okay, let's see. What is this? Oh, the infamous one, Crummy V. There we go, Crummy V.
He was a really good boy yesterday too, by the way.
He was a good boy for the day, skipping a meal and skipping almost the entire day's worth of nap turned him into a literal monster at midnight. He woke up at midnight, and he was making guttural sounds like I had never heard in my life, kicking and screaming and yelling, because he was so mad that he did not take a nap yesterday.
I don't want to be blamed. I don't want to be blamed for your baby not eating, because, you know.
No. He ate a little bit. I gave him some hamburger. I gave him some other stuff. He did eat. But it was an unusual day.
That was the result of eating those zaps during the day. That's why.
Yeah. He probably woke up and was like, "God, I wanted my butthole was on fire."
Everyone was giving him. I noticed everyone was giving him potato chips. So there you go.
He was loving. Asher loves. Oh, excuse me, Chromie loves potato chips.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody, if you give him potato chips, he will be your best friend. That and French fries. Oh my God, he'll be your best friend over French fries.
I can understand that. I really can.
Yeah, potatoes, starches.
We stopped the way home and got a extra large McDonald's French fry and some chicken nuggets.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Me and the wifey split it up. Yeah.
That's a good deal right there.
Shooting Gallery says Chromie wanted nothing to do with the air pro. Oh yeah.
You know what's funny is, hold on, let me send you another. You should send.
Gotta have
this video.
Is that
of him? He was actually really good. This is when you guys. This is another angle of that firing line you just showed off. Mm-hmm. That was him and I sitting back, and whenever it comes through.
Oh, I
think
was
sitting back. Watching.
Yeah, you put that. He was.
Earlier. Yeah, he sat there and watched it, and it was unbelievable. No complaints, no nothing. He just. You could see he blinks a little bit. It's like, but then, no, he's really good. He was really, he impressed me a lot.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, but tell what happened the first time we shot.
Oh yeah, we had him in the thing trying to take a nap, and of course we woke his ass up, and he was not having it.
Yeah, you can see he's tired right there. Yeah, he's tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was. Yeah, I don't know. None of that's gonna show up in anything.
Son,
but we put him in. He
liked it.
We drove my van that I'm sitting in right now. We put it out on the range, not right there, but a little bit off, but close enough where we could keep up on him. We put him in a what was that?
Playpen.
It's called a pack and play. It's a playpen.
Yeah, playpen thing. and we closed all the windows and everything. We closed that. His butt was
It was
asleep.
nice and dark. Oh yeah, he was out.
Yeah, he was sleeping. Then we all decided to try to shoot a bunch of hogs. And all I heard was wailing.
Yeah, he wasn't having it.
I was like, oh, okay. I think we woke him up. Yeah. So, yeah, I guess it's not as quiet in the van as I assumed.
He was okay, though.
Yeah.
No. It wasn't the noise of... It wasn't the noise of the shooting that bothered him, I don't think. It was just the fact that he was... Imagine you fall right to sleep. You're nice and comfortable. 5 minutes into your nap, somebody starts shooting guns, 50 yards away from the closed door. You're going to be like, what the fuck is... I don't want this. I don't like this.
Yeah, and then you don't see your daddy at all. You're in
and
prison.
then it's dark. It's strange. Yeah.
One of those things for me, you fall asleep in a chair, you're sleeping, you fall asleep, and somebody comes up and either gives you a kiss goodnight, or they just said they get real close to you, and you wake up all of a sudden like, fuck me.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah. My unconscious self does not like to be approached.
Well, I came out of the bathroom the other day in the dark. Marley had just put the baby down, and I did not see her, and we almost bumped shoulder to shoulder, and I was like, oh my God.
Oh, it happened to me one night. I come out, Peggy got up to go after I was coming out, and I ran into her and was like scared the fuck out of her.
Yeah, scared the crap out of you.
Yeah, I hate that. Like, yeah, that happens to me all the time. If I'm not paying attention or I have headsets on and someone comes and touches me, it's like, what the hell did you...
She'll do stuff like that. I'll have a headset on and I'll be focused on something and then come up right next to me or behind me and touch my shoulder. It startles me right out of whatever I'm doing.
Yeah. You have to slowly approach a dude. What's up?
Yes.
Joe said he stopped at McDonald's too. We stopped at McDonald's in Trenton. Now Trenton is the next town to Hank.
Yeah.
And it's small town USA.
Yeah, one traffic light.
And in the McDonald's they probably had 2 people working, maybe.
Oh yeah, okay. That sounds
that
sounds busy.
I have to say this: the French fries were effing hot.
They came out. Just came out.
They cooked them. Chicken nuggets were not as hot, but and I got a chocolate shake, so that's all I need.
Oh, okay, that's good. I was gonna say, if you're going that way, you go to the burger spot, man. Burger spot.
Well, we
That
didn't.
was
We
very good.
Yeah.
We just wanted to keep moving, so
Yeah.
you know.
The burger spot is like right when you go through the light. It's on the left. Because the other day, I think Marley and Chromie and Lola and myself, me and Patrick were up to something, and then Marley and Lola went and got burger spot.
Had to return your van.
Oh,
was
right.
it safe? Was it safe time?
Yeah, I have
Yes.
a big FU safe in my garage now.
Did you like to explain to everybody how you?
I do
there's a
not
lot to
blame
this.
myself. I do not blame myself. I was told the lock did not work. Picked up a safe off of Facebook Marketplace. Very nice, about 800 pounds. Plate steel door.
Do we
Really,
have
really nice. I
pictures?
think I ended up having to get a locksmith, and we'll get there. But when I talked to him when he came out, he thinks it's a Heritage safe, which is made by Liberty, and it's probably from the 90s. Very nice safe.
Ah, okay. So you got a whole new lock and everything. Let me see.
It was
open.
open.
Yeah, it's all working.
It was
It's
open.
working now.
Okay.
But yeah, so I found a guy up near here that said, "Hey, I have this safe. The lock doesn't work. $300." And I'm like, "Shit, it's a solid steel cage. I can $150. I can get a really nice lock put in. We'll be good to go."
Yeah, let's see.
Pick
Boom,
it up
here we go.
in Hank's van. Yep, there it is. Picked up in Hank's van. Hank let us use the E-van,
Yeah,
which
so-
actually ended up working out okay.
Yeah. There you go. That's the back of it for everyone.
Yeah,
So you can zoom
and
in.
seriously, it's probably about 800 pounds. It is ungodly heavy. We did get it out of there, the two of us, my dad and I.
Mm-hmm.
And
There you go.
while I was manipulating it and playing around with it while we were trying to figure out how to get it in the van, I was like, oh, I closed the door and I moved the bolt, and I'm like, oh, this feels like that works just fine. I wonder what is wrong with the lock. And I fiddle with the lock, and he looks back at me, and I was like, this lock feels like it works. He's like,
You spun
yeah,
the
I just don't
combo.
have the combination.
You
I was like,
locked it.
you said the lock didn't work. You told me the lock was broken. He's like, no, I just don't have the combination. I was like, are you effing for real?
I would not have messed with that thing unless the door was open.
Yeah,
No,
so
no,
what
no.
what could have been a $100 fix
$150.
turned into a $400 fix.
Mm.
But
Yeah, don't-
business is business. I now am the proud owner of a plate seal safe, and it's going to be used for Crovanium Arms. It's going to be used for business stuff.
Yeah,
There you go.
did he drill a lock? How did he
Yeah,
take it off?
I got to sit and watch him do it. It was
By the
amazing
way,
with the proper tools.
there's Kunta Kinte.
Yeah,
I don't know.
there's
I
that.
don't know if I'm allowed to tell anyone that story, but
Yeah, you can tell. He doesn't care. But he used a nice hardened bit, drilled the plate, drilled the front out, little hole right behind, put the things in. 15 minutes he was into the safe, which just goes to show if somebody wants into your safe bad enough, they're getting into your safe.
yeah.
And they know what they're doing. They know.
Yeah.
What they're doing. I would have taken me hours and drilling multiple holes all over the place to get it to work.
But I've seen it. We had the what's the name of it? We had the guy that came on that builds cages, and he was talking about this like Secure it. Yeah, safes are not as safe as people think. All these things are just trying to slow people down. So if they have the time, they got you. Especially if you're on vacation or whatever it is.
To me, it stops a smash and grab because that's what most people do. They're going to break into your house. They're going to go, like if they break into my garage, they're going to go for my tools. I got a bunch of tools. They'll go for that first and take whatever they can and then leave. They're not going to sit there and fiddle with my safe.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. You save some money. I mean, yes, you had to spend some money.
So basically, I'm 700 in the hole. For today's market, if I were to try to buy that same plate steel safe, you're talking 3,500, 3,000 to 3,500. So I'm well ahead of the game. I'm just not as wildly ahead as I wanted to be. But
yeah, and then you just have to clean it up and all that, right?
Yeah, it just stinks. Smells like old car inside. It's probably 30 years old, and all that glue and the material that you put your stuff on, all like carpeting, and all.
I know how to fix it. Just get a bottle of hop. Just get a bottle of hops and just spray it all over inside.
Spray it all in there, and it'll smell great. Yeah.
And it'll from its pores, it will just seep lubrication.
No, but yeah. So we got dual security at the house. ATF. If anybody's unaware, if you have an FFL, ATF tells you, for especially like gunsmith, they tell you you can either tag all of your inventory, so anything that's on the books that's customer. You can tag it and put it separately, so when they come do an inspection, it's tagged. Or he was like, just get a second safe, have a business safe and a personal safe. And I was like, yeah, that's probably the easiest thing. So.
Oh, Walt's got pizza inbound. There you
Costco pizza.
Oh, yeah, there you go. So yeah, that's awesome. By the way,
in the van, I like to shit talk, but that van, it worked. It worked just fine.
Oh, some props to the electricity.
It was a little. Having to stop and charge for 30 minutes was a bit of a pain in the rear, but whole process, to put it in perspective, the whole process cost me $17, and Hank let me use the van for free, so that's a pretty goddamn good deal.
Yeah, I think you charge it at your house, but you got a good charge.
Yeah, and that probably cost me $4, and then I charged it at a fast charge station off of basically I-10 and 441. There's a gas station there, and no problems at all. That thing. It is amazing. Amazingly, does the electric motors. One of the benefits is they don't have the spool up time of an engine, so it's just that 800 pounds that was back there. You didn't even feel it in that van. It was really nice to drive.
Yeah, the van's rated to carry cargo up to at least 3,000 pounds or 3,500, something like that. A lot of cargo, because obviously people working, you'll put a bunch of shelves in and all kinds of equipment and tools and everything. So, because you charged it up at a fast charger during the day, that's why it costs that much. If you charge it at home, you have a welder, so I think you have a 50 amp and you plugged it into that. It charges what, 6 hours maybe? I don't know if it was
less than that, probably about 5 hours it took.
Where did you charge at? I mean,
at home or...
No, I mean when you were out on the road, was it a?
So there, just south of I-10 on 441, there is a little gas station there that has it has an Electrify America station, and it's got 5 electric things. So I just plugged in there.
Yeah, Electrify America, and then because you're doing it during the day and you're doing it as supercharger, that's why it would cost like.
It's a little annoying that they have
$17 or something.
It was $17. Yeah, the thing that annoyed me a little bit was they definitely add premiums to the price of electricity because of convenience and all the other bullshit that goes along with. Oh, you're here. We know we got you by the short hairs. You have.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, exactly. So.
You need it. I saw that, and a lot of people don't know this and realize all this, which I get, but I saw that Fox News, which is horrible, is not a news station in my opinion. They did this thing where they put a reporter in a car. I think he went from like the middle of America to New York, and he drove back. They rented him a Tesla, and he was complaining about that. If you own an electric car and every day you're charging it at home, it's not a big deal. When you're on the road traveling, now you need to stop and charge. But yeah, I mean, that's
if I were using that to periodically move stuff around town, say like my great example was like if I'm a cabinet maker or something like that, and I'm building, and then once every couple days I take a trip to the customer's house full of cabinets or full of glass or full of whatever to deliver and set stuff up. Not a problem at all. It would work perfectly.
yeah.
The long road trip was not great. It was not perfect, but it worked.
Yeah.
It worked,
Shout
and
out-
it saved me a ton of money.
Yeah, shout out to Rich. I see Rich in the chat as well. You know what? It's my everyday driver. I don't have my R8 anymore. I don't have. Well, I think before that I had Audi e-tron GT, which was electric. But yeah, that's my everyday driver now. That van. I plug it in
great.
here at the house. I plug it into a
couldn't
regular
go-
110. I plug it in a regular outlet.
That's nuts to me. It'd take you days to
Yeah,
charge
but
that
I don't
thing.
go. I don't really go anywhere every day. And if I really needed to, I have this van. So, and this is gas, so I don't have to, worry about anything. I could always jump in here, take this with me. It's like a moving room or apartment or something going with me. So.
It was. I will fully admit, it was nice closing all the blinds in there. It got very dark for the baby, and he was out within like 5 minutes.
We're coming right back. Walther Arms has been making concealed carry handguns for over 90 years, starting with the PPK. Today, Walther is based in the good old US of A and still builds quality firearms like the PPQ and PDP for personal defense and competition. So when you're in the market, please consider Walther Arms. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Walther Arms. All right, here we go. We are back. Yeah, I think I said shout out to, we got Rich. Rich is out there. He was here as well. Joe is out there. Rod Mills was here too. I'm trying to, it was Rod Mills, his girlfriend. Joe was here.
She's a
Rich
very
was
nice
here.
woman, by the way.
Yes, very nice.
I can tell you that Chromie it will not be prejudiced in his life because he has no problem going to Lola, or she picked him up and was holding him, and he had no trouble with her. Like, because some babies that aren't raised around black people don't. You see a black person, and they're like, "What the hell?"
Well, it's different.
Yeah,
I think it's just a different thing. But my experience, being the black person who gets seen by the babies. I've never seen babies scared. I think, yes, I agree with you. You can always tell they're like, oh wait, this is something different. Yeah. That's survival,
Yeah.
You should have that reaction.
Yes.
That's a normal reaction.
Yeah, but they're always curious and they're always friendly. I think people, like what happens with kids is that you grow up and terrible things for lots of different reasons happen to you, and then maybe you build those things. But kids, they don't have those kinds of things. Man.
It's amazing seeing life through the eyes of a kid. Because,
you
see a lot of things where I think one thing, and then you think about him, and he's like, "Oh, he doesn't give a shit. He has no idea what
kids don't care
my
about
prejudices are in life."
Well, it depends how he's treated too.
Yeah.
If you pick them up and show a little love, they can sense that. Unless they're really pissed off. If they're just really pissed off, they don't give a shit. You'd be holding Chromie, and all of a sudden he hears Patrick's voice, and he's like,
Done.
"Loop around."
Yeah. No, but he's good. He's a good baby, man. He's a happy baby. We did see him a little upset when he woke up in the darkness. But he's pretty much a happy baby.
I was upset when the grill wasn't going.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got there upset, Walter, but I think you were working.
And I would like to thank all the grillers that were there.
Patrick.
Because
I thought the burgers and stuff turned out. Thank you, Lola, for picking it up, but I thought the food turned out great.
Yeah, it was good.
Those little patties.
They're tiny little things.
Well, those big ass buns. You know what I did?
Yeah.
The first burger I had was half a bun, And then I went back and put the other half of the butt on the second burger. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're good, though.
Lola had like some big, what was it? Big hot dogs, which I think were good. And she has sausages and everything out there. Rich was claiming that he was kosher and he could only eat the chicken sausages or something. I don't know. Rich was going for the sausages. You know what? I don't have very many pictures on my phone of this. So probably Rich or Joe or whoever has. I don't know if anyone took pictures of the food. So
Rich, I told you my camera would work. The external camera would work fine. When I did John's show, I was using the laptop's camera, and I couldn't get it to come on for some reason. I don't know what it was.
That's a picture I do have right there. You guys will see a video coming out.
It's a good one.
Yeah. Oh man, my heat just kicked on in here like you would not believe. Right now in the van, I've got the propane heat. That thing just kicked in. Holy jeez.
The propane heat warms your butt right up.
I'm gonna have to get low. I don't even know if Lola's listening. You're gonna have to come turn this heat down, or I'm gonna die in here. It has kicked on heavy, and I think I'm broadcasting on her phone. So, yeah. So, let me see if I can message her. Let's see.
I think when I got in the van, my project, I know I bought a new.
Turn the heat down, woman. Yeah, what's that, Walt?
I was trying to remember what I bought for the van that I'm working on.
Oh, okay.
How's that project going? I haven't heard about that in a while.
Well, you know.
I do know. You know exactly.
Has anyone ever seen Walter work on things? And it's not for a bad reason. There's probably like 100 things that have to get done every day. And it comes down to what has to get done today.
I know that feeling.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember what I know I bought a brand new AC unit. I bought a brand new water heater. And I'm trying to think if I purchased any heater or if the air conditioning unit does that. I can't remember. I don't think it's a heat pump. So
I don't know.
I saw your AC. I can't remember that though. I don't know.
Yeah, I got
mine here that I have does do heat also. Most of them I think do heat, but it's not efficient. So, like I could do either one. I'm plugged into shore power right now in my van, but I'm still using the propane because that's the most efficient. But as you could tell, it's too much. Like I'm gonna in about the next 15 minutes, if Lola doesn't come over here, I'm gonna pass out.
I'm gonna sweat to death.
You guys will see me. It's kicking right now. I'm trying to move my water away from that area.
Heaters are no joke.
Nuts with the heat.
Get your arse up and turn it off.
Can't be bothered.
There are so many wires over here right now.
I'll just die for you.
It's only 57 at your place. You shouldn't even have the freaking heater on.
Oh my god! I needed it when I came in here because there was nothing. There was nothing in here.
I just looked at the weather. Is it raining up there too?
It was. It was gloomy.
It drizzled. Yeah, it drizzled. Okay, Lola's here. Oh, thank goodness. Seriously, what did you set this heat on? Put it down to like 55.
Just turn it off. Turn it off.
Yeah, Walt says just turn it off, which I think I agree with. I think the thing that happened is when Lola put it on, she was like, "Oh, I don't know if this is doing anything." It's basically like an oven. That's one thing. Like I think the propane heat is. Thank you, Lola. You're awesome. Okay, you can. It's customary to say you are also awesome, but whatever. I guess not.
You heard that door slam? She's like, "That's the F door."
Yeah. Rich says we had decent weather on Sunday. It was nice. It's cold.
Yeah, it was nice. It was cold. It felt good.
A little chilly.
Yeah.
I'd much rather the cold over the heat any day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys have fun? Let me see. I'm trying to see what else I got going here video-wise.
Man, there's some nasty weather in the middle of the country. Snow and rain. And
yeah, there's a big old front coming through, I think.
Yeah.
There's going to be big storms.
The storm chaser guys are out. I got the notifications, so yeah.
I think snowstorms, right? Like up north is getting snowstorms, if I'm not mistaken.
There's snow and rain and all that stuff. Chance of tornadoes, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
Yep.
Check it out. Here's Rod Mills
Rod
over
Mills.
here.
CZ2426.
Is that what this is?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
First time he shot one of those. So.
Yep. Let's see if we can move this forward here. What happened? Oh, that's not the right one. That's not the right footage of him. Let's see. Where's the one where he was actually shooting? I'm trying to get. I'm gonna have to edit it. Go ahead, Walt. What are you saying?
No, I won. Oh, no, that was Rod shooting the CZ2426 that I make barrels for. StentParts.com makes 9mm barrels for it.
Right. Of course, make sure you guys.
And that's
check
one.
out
That's one of the barrels. That's a post sample I welded back together.
Here we go. There you go. Yeah, he was just trying to make sure. Yeah, those machine guns, they run like sewing machines.
Yeah, the old heavy ones like that are awesome.
Yep.
Rich is saying that I play his video. Let me see. Hold on. I'm going to have to go to... Where should I go? His video is on... I think it's on YouTube and Instagram. So, let me see here. I will throw this up. Oh, look at that. BabyFace P. What is this thing you put up here, Patrick?
Oh, yeah, that's me. Customer work out the door today.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Is that a 1903?
1903. You can scroll to the other side if you want to see more. Never mind.
Oh, I was going to look up Flying Rich. Hold on. Flying Rich Official. That's what we're going here. Boom. Here we go. Here's Rich's video. And you guys can't hear the sound here. But yeah.
Watch Walt.
None of these guns worked except Walt.
I know. I pinched mine.
Walt is like jiggling his boobies. I guess that's the trick of making it work. You gotta...
Then the happy dance. The funny part is when I was doing the happy dance, there was shooting going on too, and so it was like boom, boom. As my hips moved, the gun went off.
No,
Not
but
my
that's
gun,
because
but...
that's because Rich took the audio from the gun shooting to make it look like you were shooting in the air.
I wasn't shooting in the air. Okay. Yes. All you safety Sallies, relax. Okay.
Yeah.
Relax.
And Joe says video coming out this week on CZ2426. So there you go. Make sure you check out Shooting Gallery for that.
Yep.
So if you guys want to see stuff, Walter had stuff on Safety Harbor. Let me see. Let me go back in here and see.
That gun was running. That CZ was running extra well.
Let's go to Safety Harbor.
Safety Harbor.
If I can spell it right.
I brought my black powder pistols out there too.
Those were cool.
Yeah, this was nice. I didn't shoot this, but I enjoyed looking at it.
The concussion that those make is totally different than modern gunpowder gunshots.
Yeah. And Walt was getting some serious spark. Look at that. Did you see that? I think I shot this video right here.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. Because I remember trying to get in close. That thing was like spitting fire.
So right there, when I was trying to cock it and it wasn't coming back all the way, when you fire those black powder guns, the caps that ignite the cylinders break apart. And I think one of those pieces of copper cap fell down into the action. So I had to really give it a little more tug to get it to...
That's where popping caps probably comes from.
I'm going to pop a cap on your head. That's okay.
Also, what I realized... Go ahead, Walt.
You know what? If that was the common kind of gun to carry now, there wouldn't be so much violence.
It'd be too goddamn big. Hard.
They couldn't choose. You can't.
There would still be
take
violence.
a half an hour to reload, man. Half an hour to reload.
I would have like about 8. I'd have 4 in front.
You just pull them out.
Pull them out.
That's like I was saying. You see these pictures of these old Civil War guys, and they got 3 guns tucked in their belt, plus a big Bowie knife.
For a reason.
Oh yeah.
And didn't these? I'm pretty sure Sam Andrews has shown me these kind of guns with bayonets on them. I'm pretty sure.
Some, totally. Yeah. They had some.
Yeah. At least the British ones.
It's not common, but they had them where you could flip out.
You were looking at a Webley. The Webley, they made a Webley during World War I. It was like a trench fighting gun with a bayonet on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Sam Andrews is all about like Webleys and
British firearms.
yeah, all those cool things. So, but if you but you know, it makes sense, man. If you run out and people are still coming at you, they got to get juked or something.
Well,
you know,
let me show you what also works for that. Well, it's kind of buried. I can't get to it. It's called an entrenching tool.
The pop. Right upside the head. They don't care anymore.
Sharp edge on it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I think so. Hold on. How far into the cowboy days did this go?
The one I shot there first came out in 1847. The Colt.
Yeah, cowboy days.
And then there was a couple iterations of that,
mm-hmm.
and then you're talking the 1860 Colt, which was the more modernized ones, and up until some of the single action Army, well, they were black powder too, but they weren't percussion caps. So by the end of the Civil War, percussion stuff was starting to like rimfire and stuff was starting to make the scene, and even I think even centerfire stuff was starting to show up.
And the hot cowboy action, not gay at all, happened kind of mostly during and after Civil War. Like after the Civil War is when like all your spaghetti westerns, those would have been after the Civil War.
1870s, maybe into the 1880s a little bit. And then we were still fighting the Indians out there west too.
Yep. Yeah, tame in the West.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And killing all killing the great white buffalo and all that stuff.
Yes, true.
Yeah. And there's a lot of stuff going on back in the days. Trust me, there's a lot of stuff to kill you. The diseases.
There's still a lot of stuff to kill.
Yeah, diseases must have been ridiculous. I can just imagine.
Well, a lot of people didn't make it to 60 or even 50.
Yeah, so, that was old.
Yeah,
I'm sure that was
be an
old
fellow. Yeah, that's why they got married when they were 12 and 13.
Yeah.
As soon as the female's ready to breed, they got hooked up and started pumping out the children's. So
that's how it goes. You got to do it when you're healthiest. But
I was talking to Marley earlier.
We got standards now, but
some medieval thing was playing in the background, and I was like, "Could you imagine having a kid at like 16 and having to be responsible to take care of this kid at 16?" That's how it was. But that's
you were working. How old were you when you were working? I mean, kids were working.
Yeah, in
dangerous machinery. Dangerous
working pre-teen.
Yeah. Like so for example, in England, they used to use kids a lot to be chimney sweeps, just like you saw in
because
Oliver Twist.
You shove a kid up in there,
or coal mining. Same thing,
Yeah, so you were pretty much an adult. I mean, in those days, if like you were in debt, it wasn't like, oh, you're just gonna have bad credit for a couple of years.
Bad credit.
You go to jail.
And broken legs, one or the other.
Yeah. Do you remember the prisons used to like have whole families up in the prison?
Debtor's jail.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was looking. I think it was like a Joe Rogan clip or something that I saw, and they were talking about how like Indians were going around like killing a lot of people. So that's why they opened up land in America, and there were people from all these countries coming over to America. I think mostly Eastern Europe or something, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they had no clue of what they were getting into when they came to America, and people were like, you better get some guns. They're like, why?
It's only one way to tame the West.
Yeah, just imagine that had to be nuts. Like you're coming from wherever you grew up, that's all you ever knew. You wind up over here in America, you're out in the wilderness, and Indians are just rolling up on you, scalping.
Oh yeah.
Well, there was a little bit of comes around, goes around too. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'll be all about the guns. I'll walk out into the wilderness naked, but I would have to have guns.
That'd scare off the Indians enough as it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's, that's like us. The equivalent of that today is if, like, Elon Musk or someone says, okay, we got Mars. We just need people to go out there. I'm not freaking going.
Can we chat about that for a second?
Sure.
Going to Mars?
That is the biggest bunch of horse shit. No one's... There is absolutely... Think about this now. You can go outside now and do anything you want.
Mm-hmm.
You got run around naked if you want. You can go kill the squirrels that eat them, or you can go to the grocery store.
Yeah, you don't need a special suit.
You go to Mars. There ain't no running around outside naked. There ain't no squirrels. There ain't no trees. There ain't no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
No, I'm not doing that.
I mean, that is just and you know what's going to happen? A lot of those people that go the first time,
Yeah, you're gonna die.
they gonna die.
Yeah.
They gonna die.
A bad death. A painful.
You want to get locked up on a spaceship traveling for 6 or 7 months going to some planet? By the time you get to that planet, you're gonna kill one of them motherfuckers.
Yeah, what's the travel time? What's the estimated travel time
like
to Mars?
6 months, I think.
6 months?
At our current speeds and stuff, it's about 6 months.
You're going to have to trick me like a jihadist. You're going to have to promise me like 75 virgins on that flight.
You're going to get 75 pounds of Mars dust up your ass. That's what you're going to get.
I don't know. I don't really want to do that. No.
I don't know. I've never seen the drive to want to go to space and be with modern current technology. I've never seen the drive where I want to be in space.
Why would
if it were sci-fi technology? Hell yeah, but
I like the idea of it. I like the technology and the pushing boundaries. But like, wake me up when there's an actual planet that I could go to, and there's super suits that I could be in. And I'm still gonna live in space. I'm not living on that planet. No.
When you actually look at, like, they show these pictures that Musk put out his like Mars thing he did with the guys with the little wimpy ass suits they wear in the spaceship. You can't wear that on the planet. That ain't going to work on the planet. You're going to have to wear a regular pressurized like suit because it'll kill you. You know, I mean, this is not going to the beach. You know, it's not,
listen. I think we have to do it. I understand that we need to do it.
I don't think we have to do it.
It's if like so.
I don't have to do it.
So yeah, America is not doing it. Like, the government is not doing it. He's doing it with his money.
Yes,
that's fine.
I'm all for the exploration part of it. Yes, go forth and do all that. But to set up a city, you know how.
I want an actual habitable planet, not Mars.
Well, of course you do.
Everybody
does.
We're going to take a break.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like High Point Firearms and Full Forge Gear, bags and gear for everyday life. Did you know High Point is an American family-owned and operated company located in Ohio with over 30 years of manufacturing experience? High Point is proud to be the home of the working man's gun and your source for affordable handguns and carbines with a lifetime warranty. So when you're in the market, please consider High Point.
We got some Mars stuff. Go ahead, Walt.
No, but I mean, they just realized recently where they thought they were going to set up their their Mars base is in an area of very high seismic activity because Mars is not dead. The planet's not dead. So
is it spinning? It's spinning. So yeah.
Oh, it spins, but there's things going on inside the planet, and there's earthquakes.
For sure. Yeah.
And we're talking about a cliff that's like, we see a cliff here that's 1,000 feet. We think that's big. There's cliffs that are miles high. And they were going to put their Mars base in this area where there's a mile high cliff. And what happens when that all starts to fall down?
Yeah.
You die.
I don't think that. So first of all, we need bridges if we're ever going to do this, right? So we need to go from here to the moon, and somewhere between here and the moon, we need stuff because of gravity. We have to escape our gravity and then build stuff let's say close to the moon. Then Mars is more like a base, and I don't see too many people actually being on the surface because what the hell are you going to do on the surface? You're just making like a jump off point. You know, like back in the days when people were sailing around the planet, and they would take goats and stuff like that and leave them on this island or pigs or whatever, so they would have food. That's kind of what we're doing with Mars. That's not habitable. People can't live up in.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like, Club Med. You're not going to go to Club Med on Mars, It's like
it's not like going to Dubai.
It ain't Star Trek where they have the pleasure planets and stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Once we get to that stage, I'll go to space.
Oh, you're
right
in.
now. No, thank you.
There's a reason, you don't get all like religious and think about all this stuff, but there's a reason why we're excluded. We're far away from everybody else because It's like we live in the United States and there's two big oceans on either side. So
Mhm.
we're pretty safe for invasion. It'd take a lot of
Mhm.
work to invade our ass. But
Mhm.
so you can't, and unless we got some people up. Well, anyways, there's a lot of distance between the next supposedly habitable
Yeah.
place. So
Until
even if
until
they're,
technology gets better, that's Musk's theory, right? Like now we've got so much technology that's easier for us to
yes,
wipe ourselves
yes,
out.
yes. But
Yeah.
I think sometimes people that don't think beyond the advertising
Mhm.
get like, oh wow, he's going to go to Mars. Well,
Mhm.
somebody might go to Mars one day. He's even said it might not. He might even be
No, it's not
alive
going
when
to be
that happens.
him. It's going to be his grandkids or something like
Mhm.
that. Yeah.
But
Mhm.
it's not a. It's to go to the moon is not a small task. Now
No.
let's go to a place that's even further away. And you
Mhm.
and Mars is the moon's only about 3 days away if you travel at the right speed. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
And you can get back pretty quick if you have problems. But if you have problems on Mars, guess what? You're going to
Mhm.
become dust.
Mhm.
You're going to die.
Mhm.
That's what.
Yeah.
And there's no calling for a rescue ship or come and get me,
Mm-mm.
mama. You're going to die.
Yeah, yeah. The first
Yeah.
people that go are definitely not coming back. Ever. Never.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
not.
there's a
They're not
possibility
coming
of
back.
that. Yeah.
By the
There's a
time you
There's
go
no
possibility.
and
way
you
of them
come
coming back.
back and all that kind of stuff, I mean, your bone. I don't think you really. It's like with the studies they see of what it does to you. I don't think your body is going to be able
Well,
to handle the Earth too well.
open deep space and the radiation is a major issue.
Yeah.
Um, and
So.
look, right now, Starship hadn't even went into orbit or returned.
Mhm.
You haven't back through the atmosphere yet with their tiles to
Mhm.
see what happens. That's the
Mhm.
scary shit right
Mhm.
there. So,
Yeah, we're
um,
going slow. We're early days. We're early
well,
days. Also, we got to develop the sex robots because
So you can
if we're not
get pleasures
if we're
while
not
you're up
doing
there.
that, we are wasting our time.
okay. I knew it was going to come
How
with
are you
something
gonna?
like that.
let me get
Um,
let me get some
yeah, I mean,
nitro.
just the
Uh-huh.
you know, being cooped up with some
Mhm.
people for that amount of time, things
Right.
happen. You might
Mhm.
be the
And not
toughest
wanting
dude in the
to
whole world,
murder them.
but somebody dies, somebody freaks out, somebody.
Look at what
Happens.
happens in prisons.
Well, look what happens. Look what happens when people go on boat trips and they go out in the middle of the
Mhm.
ocean and on the planet and things go bad and
Mhm.
there's nobody to come get you.
Yeah, look at the what's it? The Houthis? What are those people that are going
Hooties.
after? Yeah,
The
what is it?
Houthis,
The
the
Houthis,
Houthis,
the,
the
Hooties and the
blowfish.
blowfish.
is it the Houthis or the Houthis or whatever? You know what I'm
Houthis,
talking?
yeah, the
Oh,
Houthis
those.
are
You
Muslims.
know the Houthis. Yeah, yeah.
Those mofos just rolling up on ships. That's the crazy. You know what? I have to
Well,
say,
that's
I don't freaking get this. How these dudes could just roll up on ships? They have to. What is going on the seas that you can't defend yourself?
they tried to roll up on a couple ships, and the ships have security on the ships.
Mhm. Now they do,
And
yeah.
you can when they roll up, you can roll back if you're properly armed, and they're not going to roll nowhere, but in the
A
water.
lot of those, remember, but
So
they took a bunch of ships, man, until
yeah,
people
they
were like,
did.
oh, we can't just be out here like this. They need freaking miniguns, flamethrowers, grenades, all kind. How are they letting these dudes just roll up on
Well,
people?
you'd be surprised what a water cannon will do on a boat. So
Yeah,
It's true.
yeah, yeah. They need some
especially
serious stuff.
yeah, they had a problem with the Somalis for a while doing that stuff, but then the
Yeah,
shipping companies had to put security on the boats, and
yeah.
I've seen videos of it. They see them rolling up, and they just get on the top and they just start shooting at them.
Yeah,
That's it.
or at least like someone buy the technology from the Ukrainians and start using some drones. I mean, at least that way the Ukrainians can get some money. You give us credit, we'll give you money. Someone, I mean, seriously, man, these ships can't be out there, and we're gonna feel that pain soon of all these. Even if it's not 100% real kind of thing that's not happening to everyone, they're gonna up the prices on things.
Well,
All of that's coming. All of that's coming.
yeah, I just saw a comment. 42 Chill was talking about the
Mm-hmm.
Pathfinder and Mars and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, there was this for a long time. There was this pitch in this country, but space travel was we don't need to send humans out in space. We can
Mm-hmm.
do it with robots. We can do it with we don't need to put people out there. That's
Mm-hmm.
that's blah, blah, blah. But now all of a sudden, Musk is like, no, my people gonna go. That's
Mm-hmm.
right, my people's gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay,
Yeah.
okay. I mean, I'm not
I
against it
think it could
by
be
any
done.
means.
I
I
think
think
it could be done. Yeah, he's
no,
gonna.
it can be done.
Yeah.
It can be done right now.
Mm-hmm.
Now, once again, like Patrick said,
Someone said the Chinese are going this year. Who was that said that?
Chinese
Someone
ain't going fucking nowhere. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Someone in the chat said the Chinese are going.
Don't build the Chinese space program into some huge.
Indians at some point are going to head over there too.
Now my Indian brothers. I'm not brothers with no Indians. My Indian brothers. I'm all support of the Indians. The Indians are go for it, man. They're doing it. They're doing it.
And also, they know some people are going to die. And it's like, whatever. Well, that happens every day on our streets.
I love to see the Indians because the Indians are going to give the Chinese a run for their fucking money. So, you know, both on the ground and in space and everything else. So go India.
So here's what I think about this whole thing. I think what Musk is doing, like, okay, this is probably, depending on where the stock market is at, he's sometimes the richest guy on the planet, right? Now, how many billions? I could spend a lot of billions, but at some point, you know, that what he's doing with his money, it's an aspirational thing, but they're also developing a lot of stuff for that. That's why they're pushing forward AI, robots, all kinds of tech, and they're making more money off of that.
He understands the hazards of the AI too, though. So
yeah, for sure. What are you going to say, Patrick?
The space program, the space race in the 60s is what got us a ton of modern technology. And then we just threw our hands up and said, fuck off, we're no more, you know?
Yeah.
Velcro and zippers and
computer technology,
all sorts of stuff.
The silicone around your bathroom tub, that came from the space program.
And then we just gave up on it. Totally gave up.
Cell phones.
All that stuff. And that happened in a period of basically 10 years. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, okay, that was a waste of money. There were poor people.
Mm-hmm. There's always going to be poor people.
And we've been throwing money at poor people since post World War II, and ain't no more less poor people.
Teach a man to fish.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Teach him how to weld and lay bricks, and he'll become.
Well, so I think that's. I think that's why the Chinese are putting their money behind it, but why the Indians are putting money behind it, and in America. There is money going from other industries, but the government itself is not doing it. And then a lot of industries are taking advantage of the government, but Musk himself, he's actually really doing shit and then making money out of it. And you know, I'm with it.
You know, he's got the corner of the market right now on putting stuff in space. So, especially heavy lift stuff. There's nobody that competes with him no more. So, I mean, there's the Centaur rocket, which I think went up the other day, or it's going to go up pretty soon. There's some stuff, but you know, when the question is always put up: what government program works?
None.
You can't name one,
Never.
can you?
Yeah.
In the traditional sense of the government, you know.
Never.
I mean, if you say work for the people who are employed, yes.
Well.
But work for the people who are paying their taxes and expecting to get
efficiently,
something out of it? No, nothing ever, never.
Deal, yeah.
Did you guys see that is it Defense Secretary that what's his name? I forgot his name.
Lloyd Austin.
Is it Austin?
Yeah.
The guy who he had some kind of surgery, and
the woman didn't even know she was in charge or something?
Yeah. He had surgery, wound up in the ER.
The assistant didn't know that she was in.
No.
For like 5 days, she had no idea that she was the fill-in, and the president. She didn't find out till the president found out, which was like 5 days later.
Yeah, Biden didn't know. Didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Biden didn't.
Yeah.
Biden didn't know because wasn't he in the Caribbean?
I don't know how. It's ridiculous.
So this is craziness. Like literally, we're on war footing in multiple places. This dude has some kind of I don't know if he's like switching over, whatever. You know, to everyone their thing. But he had some kind of surgery. Something happened to him. Went back to the ER. No one knows that he's actually in the hospital, and they're giving over his powers to people, and the people don't know, like, hey, this guy's in the hospital. So the president didn't know, defense secretary, and this dude is in line to be president.
Yes. Yep.
So very interesting.
Why did you have to tell me this? You know, that's why I don't watch the news, because you know what?
Yes.
In reality, you know what? Doesn't make any difference to me.
No, it doesn't. But it's an illustration.
But
it came up because people in the government who, to them, fuck you guys. You don't need to know. I think they said something like, what is the healthcare thing? Yeah, what's the thing where they can't display your medical records?
HIPAA?
HIPAA. Oh, HIPAA laws. You mofos can't know that I'm in the hospital. That's not your business. What?
It's not a matter of him being in the hospital. It's a matter of him not being able to do his assigned duties, and someone else needs to,
Nuts. Yeah. And this is the government.
I wonder how they found out. Like, how did they? I don't understand how you could even do this and not know. Like,
somebody in the hospital's got to go, hey, man, I heard that the Lloyd Austin's in the hospital. You hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah. At some point, it became a thing, and it got out there, and that's when they were all like, oh, shit. But, that's the government. That's what's happening with the government.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the government does with your money. Don't look at it. Your taxes are coming out whether you like it or not.
Well, yeah. Like I said, you can't do anything about it, so...
it's so crazy. Night Train says the U.S. government is turning into a bad Fellini movie, Theater of the Absurd. Yep.
We've been going that way since the 50s.
What do you expect when the guy in charge of nuclear waste was putting on dresses and stuff like that he stole from women? Yeah.
Was stealing from people's luggage. Yeah.
What is the other trainee that's in charge of some department?
God, that guy, Richard.
Scary fucking ugly. Yeah.
Richard something another.
Yeah.
This is all nuts.
Dr. Rachel Levine. FYI, Dr. Richard Levine.
I think that, I've said this for a long time. The people first of all, government should be small. But people in government, man.
Did you see in Florida they passed one of the new laws that came into effect January 1st was where politicians have to disclose all their property and their income.
Did you see how many people quit?
Yeah.
And they bailed out a whole. I kind of some part of me says, yeah, because technically, Patrick, it's like, okay, you've got to say you have an art collection that you had before you were a politician, or you had a gun collection.
Yep. Yeah, you have to put it in.
You have to tell people about this. It's like it's none of their fucking business.
I agree. I agree with the none of their fucking business thing. I totally agree with that.
But
on the flip side, I do think it's funny them quitting. I love it. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, and I get that. But
this is something that DeSantis put in.
Yeah.
And
it wasn't DeSantis put it in. They voted on it and it went through.
Maybe it's better just to watch their bank accounts.
Yeah, you know what?
Because a lot of times the bank accounts go, or where they travel to, their travel up to Pedophile Island. And
did you guys see the stuff with that mayor chick in?
Oh God, I've been following that for a while.
I can't watch that shit. I can't watch.
I sent that to you.
Yes,
I'd have her strung up. I'd string her up so fast and make your head spin.
She's like outside of Chicago. That's the people who live there are crazy. The people who live there, so I don't know if you've seen this. I can't remember her name, but she calls herself the super mayor. She's literally a mayor and a supervisor, makes like $250,000 a year.
She was writing checks without being authorized to write the checks.
Yeah.
Her buddy.
She's on anything that's a government city building. She's putting her name on it. She's putting her name on all the billboards and everything. And then obviously she has to run, so she put in a clause that if she loses, the new salary for the mayor is $25,000. But if she wins, it stays where it's at.
And I'm just going to say one thing. Nuts. I mean, I can't say anything. I won't say it.
Okay, here's another one. 42 Chill brought up the door. Did you see the door blowing off the plane? What do you think about that?
Yeah, that was
heard
nuts.
About that.
How you like them apples?
That was that a newer plane too, the Max 8?
I don't know which plane it was.
Because
I just flew on a Max 8 to New Orleans, so.
Wasn't it a Boeing 730 or something like that?
737.
737? Yeah.
Like I said, the last trip we took to New Orleans was on a Max 8. So.
Yeah, I think this was in Alaska, and it was shortly after it took off. But it was a door plug. It wasn't actually a door.
I thought it was like a whole window or something went out.
No, so when they build the planes, right, they can have exits at different places depending on what the capacity is. And the capacity of this, they didn't need that door, so there's a what they call like a door plug that goes there. So from
Yeah.
the inside, it looks like just a wall and it has a window, but from the outside, it looks like a door. But it never opens or anything. Well, that mofo pressurized and for some reason popped.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it must have been a
Mid-flight.
defect. That's good.
Yeah, when they just took off, if they were
Well,
actually up high and cruising, it would be a
it would
different
suck
story.
people out.
Yeah, yeah,
You find out who had their seatbelts on and who didn't.
yep.
I don't. That's
You know,
kinda
there's
scary.
some people who immediately take off those seatbelts.
Oh yeah, no.
I keep my shits on. That plane has to suck me, the seat, everything has to go out that
You
way.
can have clear air turbulence, and you don't even know it's going to happen. All of a sudden, boom, it goes on. You know.
Yeah, Flying Rich says it's a 737 Max.
Yeah.
Uh,
When our last flight, they'd had the doors in the middle, so they didn't have the plug in on that one. So
yeah. 42 Chill said Max 9. That's crazy. Fortunately
I
for them,
swear-
everyone was good, but I know there's
Yeah.
some lawsuits going on. Everybody on that plane is going to be flying for free for the rest of their life.
I got a question for the audience and everybody here.
Mhm.
So we walk on. We got Peggy always gets the A boarding on Southwest. It's no problem.
Mhm.
So we walk on the plane, and the first 3 seats in the front that don't have an official tray table, they have dividers, like physical dividers between each. There's 3 seats. I go to sit down in it, and I'm not like fat, but my hips were running against these dividers, and I'm thinking, why the fuck? How did you can't put no chunkster in those seats, man? They're but
That is literally
why?
discrimination. Those seats have to be expandable.
No, but now listen here now. So we got out. I said,
Just met.
Peggy said, "You want to sit?" I said, "Yeah, let's go back. I can't sit in these fucking seats."
Mhm.
The plane wasn't full anyway, so you could. We had
Move
3 to
around.
ourselves of the 2
Mhm.
people. We put Spencer somewhere else, so we weren't sitting
Mhm.
with him.
Mhm.
But then I go back and sit in the regular seat, and I swear the regular seat felt smaller. So I said to Peggy, "It's like, you know what's going to be next? You're going to get on the plane, and you got motorcycle seats. you ride a saddle the whole way to like
Did
a
you
motorcycle."
did you see the airline that was trying to develop standing room?
Oh my god.
Oh, you
It was
serious?
it was basically like standing room airplane
Cattle.
where you kind of squat,
like a subway car?
not like
Just
a
hang
subway.
on
You
and-
kind of just like sit backwards, lay kind of backwards onto this thing, but you would be
they're
like
gonna they're gonna stack you up like cordwood.
yeah.
You know what? Listen, my whole life, I think the first time I got on a plane, I was 5 years old. And it never used to be like this. I remember when, like, when you flew on a plane, they were freaking happy to see you. You got gifts,
Well-
they fed you, they
Not
gave you
anymore.
blankets and shit like that, and it was just awesome.
Um,
I remember flying on Pan Am. Do you remember Pan Am, Walter?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There used to be an airline.
With Armslist, you can shop the extensive list of local and nationwide firearms classified, now with more confidence because of their built-in firewall. For only $6.99 a month for personal use, or $30 a month for business vendors, so when you're in the market, please consider Armslist. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Armslist.
My bad, Walt. You got cut off there. Where did he go? Yeah, I don't know.
Did
where
you
he
kick
went.
him?
Yeah, no, he's there. I think he's there. He's somewhere.
Oh, he actually just left.
Yeah. He's like, screw you guys. But yeah, I remember Pan Am, man. That's how old I am. And then I see there's something here. I think 42 Chill put a link up about this. But they found the door in someone's backyard.
Yeah, that could just at any moment a plane door could just kill you. Just come out of the air and kill you.
Yeah, your kid is you're in the backyard putting your kid
Playing
down the
around, and here
slide.
comes a plane door.
Boop! Gone.
That's it.
What
Yeah,
happened
lights
to it?
out.
Oh, he got hit by a plane.
Plane door came
Plane
out,
door.
out of the air. It's like Joe. You've seen Joe Dirt, right? The movie.
Yes. Oh, yes.
He lugs around the big old dookie ball.
I love Joe Dirt. Joe Dirt was a
That's a
funny
good
movie.
movie.
Yeah, I love that movie. And that chick in there is banging.
Oh, that's
Good-looking lady.
what's her name?
Who was that chick in Joe Dirt? She's oh my god! I'm gonna have to IMDb that
I'm
because
not thinking of the right one. So there used to be an airline Before the word Orient became one of those woke words you couldn't use anymore, like Oriental. That's a bad word now.
Depending on, I don't know if it's. I
It's a
understand what
bad
you're
word.
saying. There's certain armies that are called like. I saw this somewhere that someone said there's an army called the Oriental Sword. And it's an Asian army.
Okay, well, anyways, there used to be
Go
an
ahead.
airline called Northwest Orient, which did the same thing like Pan Am, the Japanese flights and all that stuff. Now that they dropped the Orient part at one point, then it was Northwest, and I think it got eaten up by another airline and blah blah blah. So, but yeah, I didn't realize that Orient turned into this, or you say Oriental,
Negative.
and it's like,
Yeah.
oh my
It
god,
depends.
you
Yeah.
can't say that anymore. It's like, well,
There's literally a watch company called Orient.
Mhm.
Or yeah. So, Joe Dirt, let's look at this for a second. 2001. I can't believe it.
Good
2001. That is 23 years old, Joe Dirt. Holy moly. Brittany Daniel. Ba-boom. There you
okay,
go.
that's not who I was thinking of. That's not who I was thinking of.
Brittany Daniel is, you know who else was in there? Kid Rock was in this movie somewhere.
He
Where
was. Yep.
Boom,
Hold
Kid
on,
Rock.
hold on.
Kid
The
Rock
one next
was
to
in-
Kid Rock, right there.
Jamie Presley? Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah, round.
Yeah, that's a cutie pie. She looks like the chick that was in the Barbie movie. Can't remember. The
They
name.
do. They look very similar, I think.
Yeah, they're basically the same. There's a whole bunch of Hollywood chicks that are clones. They're just clones.
She's one of them. I think she's one of them.
They're just clones of
They're
each
what?
other. And they're just clones.
She's a clone.
They're just clones
She
of each
looks
other. Same thing.
identical to that lady.
Yeah. But Brittany Daniel, man, that was like, I look at Joe Dirt just for that.
She's a
'Cause-
good looking lady.
Arm and X,
Yeah.
Crack-a-lack,
That
and
chick
Camel
in,
Toes, Rich.
Yeah, let me see. I'm gonna find. Oh, this chick stayed good looking. This is like even an
She's
old.
still pretty good looking, yeah.
Yeah, she's old. She could still be in Joe Dirt too.
Joe Dirt too. Now Joe Dirt too. Joe Dirt now is like gotta make him some like multi-millionaire that hit it on some fad thing, and but he still lives like Joe Dirt, man.
Like Joe Dirt.
Got the mullet going on. And,
But just look here. This is just an example. There you go. Boom. And this is a Florida chick, by the way. This is a Florida chick.
Is she really?
she needs just a little bit more meat on her belly. I don't like that,
Too much muscles for you?
I don't like to see the rib cage like they're on like
many
like
muscles.
starving or something.
I like meat on my potatoes. I'm not can't argue about that. I think there's too much skinniness going on. We got to get a good balance here. On some ends people getting too big, but on some ends there's too much skinniness going on. So
Well, you don't need
nice
to have
balance.
a literal. They don't need to have a literal back porch, but
Yeah.
Man.
Too much boniness is not good for the lubrication.
No, it's not healthy. It's not healthy.
Yeah. What Flying Rich says Pelosi is looking younger, but her eyebrows are on top. What is this? Top of
God,
her
Pelosi,
forehead.
disgusting looking woman.
I'm just laughing because Rich can't let.
You want to hear a crazy tangent I got on the other day? That led me to the fact that, what's her name? White. She just died 2 years ago.
Betty White?
Betty White. She was a good looking gal in her
She's
youth.
a cutie, yeah.
She was a very good looking gal in her youth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Betty White. Oh, now I'm gonna go look up the old gilf.
Gotta go look up Betty White because
Betty
she
White.
was a good looking girl.
Oh, okay.
I got on. I don't know what I got on. Somebody made a
Oh,
reference
yeah,
in
for sure.
something I was watching to.
She was like the Betty Boop kind of thing.
Yeah,
Style.
yeah,
but-
she's a good looking girl.
Yeah.
Made a reference to what was the gay piano player that never
Liberace.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they made a
Liberace.
reference to Liberace, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I know who he is, but I don't really know who he is. I'm gonna go do a
okay.
Wikipedia search.
Oh,
And,
okay. You don't know about
her and
Liberace?
Were like
Okay.
fake dating. She was
Yeah.
the fake.
She was the beard.
She was the beard. She was the beard from Liberace.
How do you? Let me ask you a question. Who believes that Liberace? If you look
Oh
at
my God.
Liberace, you look at anything that Liberace
Anything
did.
about him?
Who
Anything about
believed that he was into chicks?
Just the way that he
He
carried
dressed.
himself.
Yeah,
you
he
knew right
dressed
away
better.
now.
He dressed better than any woman was dressing at
Do
that
you-
time.
Do you know that he was the first I would say probably one of the first, not social media, but like media influencers who would go anytime somebody was like, "Hey, come buy this. We got a product we want you to hawk for us." He's like, "Shit, yeah, okay, send it my way. I'll sell it. I don't care."
Yeah.
But anything. They said that he would sell anything to the housewives that watched him.
Yeah, why not?
Well,
Liberace was big with my parents for
that's
sure.
because he had that following. I mean,
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, let me say this: big with my mom. My dad was and is a very macho dude, so he was never into no type of Liberace type shit. I'll tell you that.
he was a performer. He performed. You know, when he's playing, he's doing this, and he's got the big, he's got the Elton John thing going on with the coats and the.
Yeah. He was
and,
Elton John way before, but yeah, right. I mean, look at everything was diamond out in Vegas. Did you ever, Walter, go to the? Remember they used to have a Liberace thing in Vegas?
I never went to that. No.
Man, that was crazy. His cars, his pianos, everything had diamonds and Swarovski crystals and nuts.
Everything was bedazzled. So to speak.
Yes, jeweled out.
Yeah, he was like a gay. He was like a gay pimp.
I was reading on the Wikipedia that his gay lover said that he, like his live-in boyfriend type of thing, said that he had 4 pianos throughout his house that were all bejeweled and diamond studded, and he was like, and he never played piano once, other than being on tour and in front of people. He would never play the piano in his house. Never did it.
Not in his house. Okay,
yeah, because what you do for work gets friggin'.
Yeah, he was like, I guess he didn't want to do it, so never in the house.
Gets old. Yeah, man, Liberace was cool. But wasn't Liberace like the white version of Little Richard? Because I think.
Yeah, now we're getting a little far from me. I know who Little Richard is, but I don't know
first?
how they compare.
Was it Little Richard or?
He's very flamboyant. Yes.
Were they around the same time, or one came before the other?
Little Richard was later, I thought.
Similar.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look it up because I think they were around the same time.
The only thing I know about Little Richard was a movie when I was a kid that we had on VHS called it was like Mother Goose Rock and Rhyme or something like that.
Okay.
Mother Goose.
What did this have to do
Rock
with
and Rhyme, a 1990 film. It's Shelley Duvall, Howard Hughes, Harry Anderson, Little Richard, Cyndi Lauper, huge cast of musicians.
Cyndi Lauper, wow.
And it was bizarre, and there are moments in that movie that, as a kid, I watched, and it was beautiful. I was like, what is going on? They had the, oh God, what are the guys with the big beards? ZZ Top was in it.
Oh, ZZ Top were in it?
Wild movie.
What is the name of this movie?
Wild movie.
What is the name of this?
Mother Goose Rock and Rhyme.
I never heard
Totally
of
not kid appropriate. Well, it was... I went back and rewatched some of it now, like 6 months ago, and was like, holy shit, this was a raunchy movie that my parents let me watch. But as a kid, right over the top of me.
Oh, yeah.
You should give it a watch, Hank. It's bizarre.
Shelley Duvall is the Popeye chick. She was in the Popeye.
She was from the Shining.
Yeah, she's Olive. Yeah, she was in The Shining. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's a wildly bizarre movie. I think you would enjoy it.
I like those candy stripe leggings.
You should give it a watch. I'm telling you, 1990, it'd bring you right back to being a youth.
And that's a bony chick. That's a bony chick.
She was. Oh my God.
Yeah, those candy stripes make her look like she actually has some meat on her bones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. There was a lot of movies in.
It's a bizarre movie.
A lot of movies back in the days had a lot of subliminal crazy stuff in it. That's
what it was. It was like all sorts of weird subliminal stuff. As a kid, it just goes right over your head. You don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Pee-wee's Playhouse.
I loved
watched
Pee-wee's Playhouse. Herman. Oh, look at any Pee Wee Herman movies. It's all about the chicks.
Yeah, I've heard that, but I've never seen one.
Always got ladies up in there. Always got. He was a player, Pee Wee Herman. Who's a player? What you gonna say, Walt? What you gonna say?
Nothing. I just...
You gonna talk about the infamous Florida moment? Only Florida back in the 80s would arrest a dude.
for doing what you're supposed to do in that location.
Yeah, wanking one off in a movie theater. That's playing literally a porno. I thought it was
Not a
was a-
regular
that was
movie
a-
theater, an
No,
adult
not a
film
regular.
theater.
Yeah, not a regular.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, if he was doing it in a regular theater, then all of us would be like, yeah, what a weird pervert. No, he went to
Yeah.
like the Todd or one of those.
Yeah. Oh, Walter's bringing it up. Here we go. Masters of Firepower from John Crump. There you go. We got to get John Crump to come on and talk about this book. I don't know where Patrick's is right now, but there's the book. I haven't read it, and I'm stealing this from Patrick because you could go through this whole thing right here, and good luck with you finding. I'm looking for the pictures. I'm gonna have to get the audio version of this thing.
Not enough photos.
Yeah. How does
Well-
Crump get the time to put this many words?
Whose book is that? Your book, Hank, or Patrick's book?
This is
Mine's
mine.
here at the house.
This
Yeah,
is
I got
mine.
one here at the house.
Yeah.
What did John write in the front of your book? Did he write anything?
Oh, yes, he
Mine
did.
was like, thanks for all the support, something like that.
Yeah. Oh, here, I'll show you guys what he wrote in mine if you can read it. Let's see if it'll. I don't know if it'll. Let me see if I can
I
get
think
it.
I got the.
Okay, it's not going to focus on mine. So, what he wrote in mine was he said, Hank and Lola, you guys are the reason I am here. There you go, which is not true. But we have been friends for a long time.
I was expecting
And,
something quite, like, oh, blah 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 blah. But I got thanks for all your support. I
Yeah.
told
That's
John,
what
I
I
said,
got.
man, why you being so nice to me?
Yeah,
They
you
were all
should have put.
kinds
You
of-
know what? You know what, Walt? Fuck you. I want more guns.
And then suck my, you know what?
Wolverines, mofo.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that was nice. John is a nice guy. He's sweet. So, and we've
Yeah.
known each other now for some time. I feel like he's one of the podcast crew, even though he does his own thing. And John and I used to do a whole bunch of stuff together before he blew up. He's all blown up now. Before John used to be like our secret. Remember that?
Oh God.
And all the big guys didn't know about John at all. Now all the big guys know or whatever, but yeah, he's still cool with us. He still rocks
Well, the
with
only
us.
problem with that, then YouTube suppresses us. That's what.
Yeah, that
on his-
too.
on his-
Unfortunately,
yeah.
that happens to anyone who like starts building an audience
Mm-hmm.
and then starts talking shit
Yeah.
about YouTube, and then they identify your ass, right, Patrick?
That's exactly right.
Well,
Speaking of, it's Monday, and I don't think I've posted in close to 3.5 months. I need to just.
Oh my
I need to
lord!
just post something.
Yeah,
oh, now that
Ooh.
you're doing what you're doing, you should be doing it every day.
yes.
Yeah, I need to be posting a
day.
lot more.
Set the camera up and when you're sitting doing stuff, just start jawing. Like,
Did we talk about what Patrick?
You're right.
Did we talk about what Patrick is up to? I mean, have we really explained?
Yeah,
that
there's
to
no
people?
reason not to. It's a business. I need money.
Yeah, so explain to the people what you're up to. What's going on now?
So I am. Can I call myself a professional gunsmith now? Because I'm doing it for money, so I'm professional. I'm not a master or anything like that. But I
Have
am doing
more
it for
than
money.
two
I'm
people
professional.
paid you to do something?
I had a guy. I sent a pistol. You saw the pictures of it out this morning, and he was very happy with the work. So
I'm
that
sure
made me
you've
happy.
even bartering is paying. So I'm sure you've done stuff with Walter. I know you've done stuff with me.
I have some more barters that I've done, and I have more that local on this podcast will be sending my way. But no, so specialty. If anybody wants to look, it's under Chrome Vandium Arms, and yes, it's spelled incorrectly. That's on purpose. Chrome Vandium Arms, and under there, if you go to the website chromevandiumarms.com, you can see the price sheets. That will be at the top right. And I've tried my best to make the prices extremely fair for people. But yeah, I will be specializing in building AKs from parts kits. I will have my own as well. So if you have a parts kit you want me to build, it's price sheets on there. I can tell you how much it'll be. And restorations, doing restorations. So specifically rust bluing, getting rust blues done.
Okay,
So if
cool.
you got an old antique gun that needs a redo, hit me up. I can get you set up where it. If you pull up the Instagram, the one that I put out today was on there. And
Send me the link to the website so I can find it.
it's chromevandiumarms.com.
Just put it in the thing, and while I'm putting up the
Yeah.
Instagram, what I'm going to BabyFace P, right?
On Instagram, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know if it was a Chrome Vandium thing that we're going to. Why do you have two of the same pictures up here?
Let me see. I don't know what you're talking about.
For some reason, you got double.
Oh, did it post twice?
It looks like, yeah, it looks like the same thing.
It did post twice. That's weird.
Yeah, it wasn't. That wasn't there before. That wasn't there just now when I looked at it. Yeah. Go ahead, Walt.
There we go.
When you get done, when Patrick gets all finished here, just check out what Shooting Gallery Joe said in the chat there. So he's starting to start.
What? Hold on. Let me go to this. Walter told me he would barter his Rhodesian FAL parts kit for my Tech 9. Now you can counter offer. First of all, I know that's patently false. I know Walter way too well.
He started that on Crump's thing, and he just like, and I'm like, man, he'd hate me if I do that, but I'm not that hot for the Tech 9, so I'd rather have a Rhodesian FAL.
They're garbage, Hank. I'm sorry, but the garbage. They're not good guns. You just have an affinity because they were in all the 80s action movies.
Not going to overpay for a Tech 9. I'm going to show you guys. I can find that picture while we're here doing this, believe it. It may take me some time, but my phone has every picture I ever took on it. There's a lot of Tech 9s out in the world for me. I'm not overpaying for a Tech 9, but, I would like to find a Tech 9 at a decent, reasonable price or whatever. Joe can't sell me his Tech 9 anyway. I heard the Dark
so I sent you the link, by the way. Go check out the link.
Dark put dibs up on it, apparently, because Joe put that video out there. So he's banned henceforth from selling it to me. So let me load up the page. And listen, yes, if you guys are looking for some work, Patrick's an FFL and all of that.
Yeah. So as part of doing all this, I got my 07 FFL. I am a manufacturer, and am now working full time as a gunsmith. So I can do anything in the machine shop. I'm a little less comfortable around welding, so I'm not taking on a whole lot of welding jobs at the moment until I get my proficiency up. But machining, barrels, threading, pin and welds, anything like that you want, I can handle any of that for you.
Yeah.
Plus,
and the price sheet is very fair, I think. If you guys go look at the price sheet, you'll be surprised. It's not an arm and a leg. I think it's pretty fair.
Are you doing transfers?
Absolutely. I have signed up at every single website that has any of those that you go to, like Century or Brownells or any of those things. My thing should be up there, and you can transfer through.
So if people are close enough to Gainesville and they want to hang out with BabyFace,
absolutely.
All right,
yeah, you're welcome to send your gun to me, and I will do the transfer for you.
Yep, there you go. And
you just got to be aware that if it's something cool, I will probably fondle it before you get there.
Oh dear. Oh.
I like me some guns. I'll probably take a look around the shop.
if they never come, I've got about 5 guns on my shop that people have never picked up.
That is kind of cool. Is there any way of? It's
so
not
do
like
I,
a car.
believe it or not, but not many.
I mean, technically, it's mine until they come and. I mean, but after 4 or 5 years, they're not coming back.
No, they're not coming to get it.
Or what happens sometimes too is they fail a background check, and then they just vanish.
Oh, okay.
And you can send it back if they arrange. We don't arrange to send it back for them. They have to arrange to send it back.
Yeah,
But yeah, we just had that happen. Some woman bought some stuff, had it transferred here. She failed with 2 guns. She failed, had to send them back.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of a DAO, or decentralized autonomous organization like TUSC Crypto. TUSC cryptocurrency is a firearm-friendly e-commerce option for online payment transactions, secured on the blockchain. So when you're in the crypto market, please consider TUSC, TUSC.
All right, so we're back here. You guys go ahead and continue this for a while. I got to find these pictures of these Tech 9s I'm looking for, so I could.
Go check out Chromevandium Arms, CHROMEVANDIUM. Yes, it's spelled wrong on purpose. Go check out the website. The price sheet is there. It doesn't have anything. It doesn't have everything. It's not like an exhaustive list. So if you have some sort of custom project or idea for something, just my email and my phone number are both on the front page. Send me a message. Probably best thing, send me an email with pictures, and I will figure out what we can do to get whatever you're working on working.
Yeah. There you go.
Hey, no,
Go ahead, Walt.
Hank, did you ever see that? You ever see the chrome top Tech 9? I think they did a two-tone
Don't
finish on
tell him
it.
about that.
No,
Like
no,
like
I
a
didn't see
marine
that.
coat. Something
Yeah,
like that.
no, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. Why do you guys think that? Because I know whenever I see stores, there's stores out there that have Tech Nines. They always inflate the price and all that kind of stuff. Why do you think that people are boosting up the price of something that was very commonly
80s
made?
action movies. Gun guys
Yeah.
have money. Young gun guys have money. And you
Mhm.
go watch Die Hard, you watch anything out of the 80s, there's a bunch of
Mhm.
Tech 9s.
Yeah.
So
Did
somebody.
they have did they have Tech 9 in Big Trouble Little China?
Yes. I mean, any movie in the 80s that I've seen, I believe I did see Tech Nines in there. Wasn't he dual wielding Tech Nines in there? Or was that something else? It could be something else. I would have to go
Can't remember.
look specifically at IMDb on that one and see what he's getting up
But,
to.
but then again, why when I go look for um a Smith and Wesson empty squat that was a security company gun, all beat the f for
Hmm.
sale for like $500? I'm like going,
I don't know the answer to that. That's
Hmm.
I,
me.
Hmm.
there's no shortage. There's no shortage
No.
of anything at this point in the
Yeah, I
game.
think there's a lot of Tech Nines out there. I don't think so. I'm not trying to. You don't commonly see them out there, but they made so many of
No,
those, right?
yeah, but they're just sitting in people's places and
Safes.
sitting.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah. I think it's mostly just the nostalgia factor, like
That's all.
Patrick
yeah,
is saying, and
The
that's
reason
got a
gun
lot to do
prices
with it.
to me are so elevated is people are youngins are getting into guns. 20 somethings are getting into guns. And a lot of them work tech jobs, or a lot of people are making pretty good money, and they go, well, "Fuck it, I want that." I mean, I was stupid. I had to have this thing, and I was dumb. I paid total. I have like $2,400 in this, and this
That's a
no
lot.
Python is worth 2,400. But I did it because I had to have it. You know.
Mhm.
Yeah, maybe some people just don't know any better. Um,
I guess I'm one of them.
well, yeah.
Sometimes there's a gun that comes along, and you go, I have
I
to have it,
think
and I
that
don't care.
yeah, but I think that that gun was always money. What was a Tech Nine back in the days when Tech Nines were being commonly
Garbage.
made?
They were nothing. Nobody
One
wanted them.
What did it cost?
149,
Yeah.
maybe 175, something like that. Not very
Mhm.
much, not a whole lot, not a
No.
lot.
Mhm.
And they're not known for being like super reliable. They're
They're
not.
if I remember correctly, the magazines are kind of janky, and
Yeah,
you
they're
know,
not great guns. They're just nostalgic and they look cool.
Mhm. Mhm.
In
and
the original ones, supposedly you could mess around with them and do things that the ATF don't like, from what I
well,
understand.
there's
They had to recall a bunch of them.
there are conversion books out there for the Tech 9, so
I have heard that too.
um,
Yes.
yeah, so but yeah, I mean, I don't know, I don't get it, but hey, whatevs. Um,
I think that
I wasn't.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Mhm.
why is somebody paying $1,000 for a run of the mill K98 Mauser? I don't understand that shit either, but they are some
If
people.
you want an eagle on the side of a K98K, oh my god, you better bend over backwards, because that is going to
Oh
cost you
dear.
a lot.
Yes. And there's millions of those out there, by the way, you guys.
No,
So,
I know. They're still using them overseas. I've heard of Marines finding caches of old World War II guns and having to blow them up and being, oh, my heart.
yeah.
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 So. Mhm.
No, I was just
Go
gonna say, I
ahead.
was looking at some ammo prices today, and it's like AK ammos went up like $50 a thousand in the last couple of months,
Mhm.
and
For no
I don't
reason.
know. I don't know if it's a shortage. I don't think it's a shortage. I don't know. It's just bizarre. I don't
Yeah.
know. No political threats, nothing like that. No more
Because they
bans.
can, Walter, because they can.
Shooting
I
Gallery
guess so.
says even Arasaka are getting up there around $800 to $900.
The most garbage gun of World War II.
Well,
Worst.
actually, one of the
That would be a
strongest
different.
receivers, actually.
Carcano, excuse me, Carcano.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the
Oh,
one.
Um.
Carcano. They haven't went up too drastically, unless it's like
No,
pro.
because they're terrible.
Yeah.
But I have Arisakas. They haven't went as much up as Mausers. I don't think they have.
Mausers
Maybe
are
I'm
the
not.
top. Springfields, my Springfield is worth way more than I have in it, and they're not.
Oh my
They're good
God.
guns, but they're not worth $1,200 for a Springfield. That's crazy.
Yeah, for just a regular old gun, it's like
1903
But hey.
A4, $1,200 minimum.
So I want to share this with you guys here. I don't know if I've ever. I think I have shown this, but let's go back in the Wayback Machine here for a second. So this goes back to actually, let me see. I got to find out when I did this. This is like 2016 or something like that. Hold on, let me see. 2018. 2018 actually. Yeah. Yeah, 2018. So not too far. But this is when I did this thing with Brownells, where I was driving the R8. We did like this kind of like driving around the country thing.
Hey, that's a SA80, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this
That's
is
cool.
at what's the name of that studios? We had the guy on from
I can't
Larry
think of the name.
Zanoff. We had Zanoff on.
Zanoff.
Yeah, and he, he's the guy that runs. He's like the guy that's in charge of all the guns for this studio, which I cannot remember the name of it. Just look at the amount of crazy ass
Independent
guns.
Studio Services.
There you go, Independent Studio Services, and that's even a little bit skinnier me. Oh, check that out. I don't know if you guys recognize who that is, but yeah, this place just had stupid movie guns and all that stuff over there. And there's some point in here. This is from like a Transformers movie or some craziness that was in here. This is from Firefly, I think. This gun.
Firefly, that's neat.
Yeah. And this is the actual gun that was in that. So I'm trying to find
In-N-Out burger. How's the In-N-Out burger?
In-N-Out, yeah, In-N-Out. I'm trying to find somewhere in there. I took pictures, and there was a bunch of.
There's all rack of Tech 9s.
Yeah, here's Zanoff.
Yep.
There's Zanoff right there. Is this a Tech? No, this is MP5s.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot. These are all actual functional guns. So they had prop guns, but they had actual functioning guns and all that kind of stuff. But in there, I don't know if I'm going to find that picture now, but in this place, there was a room just filled with Tech 9s.
Because they want to use them in all the movies.
Yeah. And that's the thing I'm trying to find. Let me see. Do I? Somewhere in there I saw that. Was it here? I can't even tell what's behind me here.
Armory Nexus says that's what happens when you eat fast food and then it comes out. It comes out as a Tech 9? Is that what it comes out as?
Yeah. There's a lot of Tech 9s out there in the world. I'm pretty sure of it.
Yeah.
They're not uncommon.
Yeah.
They're just nostalgic and people want them.
Yeah. Oh, Gatling gun. Check this out.
I'd have one. I'm not going to lie. I know I'm poo-pooing it right now. Mm-hmm. I would own one if it came around at the right price. A couple $100.
The right price. Yeah, I'm not going to pay.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I'm not paying $500 or $600 for a Tech 9. That's too much money.
No.
My days of overpaying and all that kind of stuff are behind me. I've done that for Kel-Tecs and everything. And yes, listen, if a gun is really cool and rare and all of that, it's all good. But the idea of overpaying for something that's really common out there, I don't think is a very clever one. Let's put it that way. So, yeah, I could just go through these pictures. I forgot I even took all these pictures, man. That's way back.
It was his birthday just passed the other day, Larry Zanoff's birthday.
Oh, yeah, okay. Cool. Check this out. Boom! I'll just drop that on you
Good
right
old
there.
Days. Is that the boom off the... That's not the boom off the back of the truck. No.
No. This one, no. This is a Gen 2. The Gen 1 is the one that fell off the back of the truck and got totaled. So, yeah.
Some must die so others can live. That would be parted out.
Yeah, I guess it's got to happen. It's got to happen,
Yeah.
And then I always tell people that I drove my R8 out into the desert, and no one believes me. They think I'm crazy, but I did drive that thing out into the desert, and I think I actually have like more deserty pictures than this out there that I could show you guys of me driving it out in the desert.
And you mentioned that Brownells riding around thing. That was my idea, by the way, that they took.
Yeah, that came up. Yeah, that came up on the show, right?
Yeah, that we should have a rendezvous there. They didn't rendezvous there. They went somewhere else. But yeah.
Yeah. So this is the place where I drove this thing out in the desert. And before I took this picture, I was actually out here driving around, out where all this stuff, these cactus and rocks are. And I think this was the guys from Franklin Armory, because this is in Nevada. And they were like, dude, why the hell are you driving out? Why are you driving out there? And I was like, oh, I thought this is how I get to the range that we're supposed to be going to. You know? And then they're like, no, there's a road right over here.
I was going to say, they have
You literally drove through the desert?
Yes.
Okay, that's...
Something happened and I didn't see this thing to get down to the range. And I was like, oh, maybe you just... That thing was all-wheel drive. Nothing happened to it. And they see me driving out there and they're like, why are you driving out there? And I was like, I'm trying to find where the range is. So there you go. Yeah. So, there you go. So let's see. Yep. Anyway, I think that Armin and Axis sent me some pictures he wanted me to share. Let me go to that. I don't know why he's sending me pictures of eagles, but they look awesome.
It's a
I wonder if he took those with his camera or something, because those are good pictures. Eagle.
Yeah, maybe these are some pictures that he took. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. I have to see. Is that what he's been up to?
I don't know.
Yeah, let me read the caption here. He says, just thought I would send you this pictures. This is at my local reservoir, which is about a mile down the road. This is not normal there. There have been counted 50 eagles out there. Those are some of the shots you would think it was in Alaska. Wow. It's right down the street. It's awesome.
That is cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at this one. Hold on, So, I'm curious what he took these pictures with, but... Yeah, those are some good shots, man. Awesome. We got sidetracked. What the hell are we supposed to be talking about?
What are we talking about?
I'm looking up Tech 9s.
Oh.
I'm trying to find Tech 9s from my past.
Like I said, I had somebody tell me one time, this was like early 90s when I worked at General Dynamics, that they had an Uzi they wanted to sell.
Mm-hmm.
I got an Uzi I want to sell.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, I want to see it. You know, if you have an Uzi, I want to see it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what it was?
Tech 9?
A Tech 9.
What did they want for it?
Oh, I can't remember. But it had a screw-on barrel extension, a couple magazines or something. I forget.
Okay.
I can't remember if I bought it. I might have bought it and flipped it. I can't remember. But
yeah,
prices are crazy. Definitely got me excited that it might be an Uzi, and guess what?
Not an Uzi.
It's a Tech 9. It's like,
yeah, I'm guessing something has happened, because if you do look at Gunbroker, the prices are kind of ridiculous.
In general, you mean?
Oh, no, actually, no. Check this out. Let me see. I just pulled up Gunbroker. Oh, no, that's the starting bid.
That's the starting bid.
Yeah.
I guarantee they have a reserve of 1,000 on that. They probably have a reserve.
Yeah. 715.
You want to see something crazy?
There's not a lot of them up there, though.
I get emails from Apex Gun Parts.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever they have sales or deals or whatever, they send out a email. Norinco Type 89, which was the 223 AK,
mm-hmm.
and they had magazines for sale. Chinese Norinco AK mags.
Okay.
Holy! I verbally said, "Holy fuck!" It was like $200 for a magazine, and I was just like going, "What did I miss? What?"
Magazine collectors are stupid people.
It's gonna get so bad that people are just gonna start remaking it. But I guess the originality is the thing, right? And the gun.
These are pre-banned magazines, but
yeah.
I get all that, but it's like there's only so many of them. Yes, I know that. Say that to yourself, Walt. There's only so many. But how much are you going to spend? It's not like it's a Type 94 Japanese machine gun magazine or something. It's like, no, you don't do that, you stupid. But yeah, I was like, wow. Like, how much is the whole gun worth now? I have one, by the way.
Yeah, I'm still looking up prices. Sorry, this is on guns.com.
Right.
They want what?
Oh my God,
$1,125.
Is that the 22?
now.
No, the 22 is $600.
Yeah,
The
they
Tech
want
22.
1,200.
Now-
That's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the one. That's the Tech 9 with no shroud on the front either, Lee.
Mm-hmm.
I think some places you couldn't have it with the shroud, if I'm not mistaken. There was a reason they took the shroud off, but that was scary.
Okay.
Yeah, because they regulate the assault weapons ban took care of the Tech 9, I think, the original one. And I couldn't never think why the Tech 9 never came back.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody had to have all the dies and all the tooling for the Tech 9 sitting somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
It was what's that company?
Kelgren? Was it Kelgren or
No, he didn't have that.
Intratech was making it. Right?
Intratech.
Kelgren was involved with the original KG9, if I'm not mistaken. Which,
right.
Which was the original KG9 was a machine gun.
Okay.
But yeah, after all the assault weapons ban stuff went away, and there was no more, because look at all the pistols now you have, the rifle caliber pistols and everything else. But it never came back. And I was like, that is absolutely strange. I don't.
Somebody has to have it. Don't know who.
It's got to be sitting in a warehouse someplace.
But just think about all those crazy, cool, old 80s guns. It's not just the Tech 9. Well, I mean, I have some. I'm always collecting them, especially if they're bullpups. I have them. I got some,
Tell me what they are. What's the crazy ones?
What's that
we don't have still?
That we don't have. What's that? I have that shotgun. What was it? B something? I can't remember.
Okay, that's the Clayco guns, or whatever. Not Clayco, but
that's the 9mm.
The ones that had the funky ass magazine. Calico. Yeah, those things.
Calico.
Those things were. That was a
atrocious.
savior to get rid of those.
I had a chance to buy one of those really cheap, and then I
would get one just because they are roller delay blowback, so MP5 ish, but supposedly they're terrible. They're absolute garbage guns.
No, I know what shotguns you're talking about. I can picture it. I can't remember the name.
Yeah, I have one. It has that buttstock that kind of like spins around in the back, and it's a bullpup shotgun.
Oh, but that wasn't banned. That wasn't banned.
That's
not a Mossberg.
This is a Mossberg. No, is it? I think so. Damn, I can't remember. It's in the. It's in my collection.
The one shotgun they
Mac
classified
has a video on it too. I think we did a video on that.
The Street Sweeper went away, which was an atrocious, technically an atrociously slow, but it was just scary looking.
Terrible gun. But I just like that they called it something stupid.
Yeah. Now, so that arm pistol that you have, Walt, they never made a lot of those, right? The arm pistol, they didn't.
No, not in modern terms.
Yeah, those are cool. I also like to get an arm pistol if anyone has a line on one of those.
That's kind of a collectible gun.
Yeah, I would put that arm pistol above a Tech 9. I'll get an arm pistol.
Yeah, me too. The Bushmaster rifle I have, which is called the Bushmaster Assault Rifle, which that's his name. That's kind of a janky gun, but kind of interesting, and it's in the same thing.
Yeah. I call dibs on that one, man. You got to leave that one to me. I'm sorry.
How are you trying to kill him off or something? You keep saying about Wills. He's not that old, Hank. Walter ain't that old.
I might accidentally push him down some stairs.
Yeah, I guess so.
I got old Matifus still too. Look at that. Old Matifus.
Yeah, Walter won't die now because of that. I'd be like, there's no way I'm letting Hank get his hands on any of my guns. I'll come back. Yeah.
Man.
I
gotta get another big safe. I really do. I gotta get another big safe.
Get on Facebook Marketplace.
Actually, I have. You remember Doc? Hank, you remember Doc?
Yes, I do.
Some space me at the shop.
Yeah, we're gonna take a break. Coming back.
The Who Moved My Freedom podcast is made possible by our partners at 2A Commerce. Veteran-owned and with over 20 years' experience, 2A Commerce is the leader in custom e-commerce and web application development in the shooting sports industry. Clients include major brands such as Guard Dog Body Armor, Sylvan Arms, AccuFire Technologies, The Tactical Games, Warrior Knife Company, and yours truly, Hank Strange. Visit 2A Commerce and support this show by supporting them. Once again, visit the number 2acommerce.com.
All right, cool. You were mentioning Doc. Big shout out to Doc. I've known him
Yeah.
actually for a long
he's
time.
He's up near Huntsville now.
Okay, cool.
When he moved, he gave me the safe he had in his garage, and that effing thing was heavy. Holy cow!
That's what I don't like about. No one moves with their safe.
He didn't have any way to lift it up in the back of the truck,
Yeah,
or get
it's
it
crazy.
down after, because he rented big rider truck. So I brought it to the shop, and it's like a jeweler safe. He told me, because it's got keys, and I don't know if it had a combo too.
Is that in the shop still?
It's in the side where the pins go, where the van is sitting. It's in front of the van.
Interesting.
That's cool. I never
behind
noticed it.
I'm calling dibs on that. No, that thing's probably too heavy.
You want that thing?
I don't. How heavy is it? Is it heavier than his thing?
I cannot.
We dropped it when we brought it out when we were lifting it off the back of the trailer. It fell and hit the ground. It didn't phase that thing one bit. It took a big ass chunk out of the asphalt in the ground. But it is heavy. I mean, I was thinking if I was going to move it here, it's like I don't know if I can do it without proper equipment. I don't know if I can move the fucking thing.
How heavy do you think it is? Like Patrick's. What was yours, Patrick? 500 pounds.
The little one I got was 800 ish.
Ooh.
He thinks it's 800, and it's plate.
It's got to be that heavy. It's heavy. We finagled it up onto the trailer using Will's truck. Will's dually wheel truck has a winch in the back, so we used the winch to pull it up and hook the winch. Took the trailer to his truck, then used the winch, which is mounted in the back, and with rollers, and we rolled it up on the back. I don't know. Like I said, I don't mind. I look into the safe, but I don't want to have. I don't want to kill myself moving the thing. That's like,
That's always the thing. That is the thing about a safe. You got to have the resources.
The other ones I have here are more modern ones, and they're glorified metal cabinets. I mean, they'll keep somebody out, but they're not. They don't weigh that much.
Serious security.
You can move them with a regular hand truck. You can move them. That one of Doc's, I don't think so. I'd have to rent something or do something.
I want to see a picture of this if you have it.
It's not
when
that
you're at
it's
the shop tomorrow.
I think I have seen it. I think
it's
I have
not
seen
that it's
it.
huge. It's not volumetric huge. It's just heavy.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Steel safes are
the average, like the safes I have when they're empty, I could grab it and rock it and make it rock. You can't rock that motherfucker.
There's one that the family jewelry store in Tampa called it's Richmond is the name of it. It's on Kennedy Boulevard. They have a big plate steel safe, and when I mean plate steel, it is the door is like this with I don't know 1 inch out exterior plate and probably 2 inch interior plate. Solid plate steel. I don't know how many 1,500 to 2,000 pounds that thing probably weighs, maybe more. And it's big. I mean, it is very big. And I've always said that if the family company ever goes out of business, I'm purchasing that.
Is that one of the big double door ones? The big with double doors?
Yeah, big double door. Yep.
But it's locking by combination or key?
Locks by combination and key, possibly both, I think.
Yeah, this one of Doc's, I don't have the combination, but there's a big skeleton looking key thing you can lock it up with.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those old things, I mean,
they're good. I mean, because they don't make them like that
early
anymore.
1900s are neat to me. I really think they're cool.
He was saying something to me that it was French made or something. I don't know what the heck it was.
There's a guy I know that got one of those. I know a guy that got one of those that came out of a bank, and that thing was amazing. But that takes a lot of money. I think he spent a lot of money to rehab the one he bought from the bank. It was like an old bank in Gainesville.
I think they're worth.
This doesn't look like an old school safe, like what you see in these antique things. This looks like a big metal box with a door on it. Like I said, when I dropped it on the ground, it didn't phase that door, knock anything out of whack, nothing. phased the asphalt on the ground. And Peggy felt it. She was in the shop. She felt the ground shake when it hit the ground. She said, "Real life? Anybody killed? No, nobody got hurt. Don't worry about it. It's all right."
Oh, wow. Okay. Listen, let's get into, in the time that we have, let's get into some news stuff of what's going on, right? What's the thing? So, because we haven't done a show since before New Year's, since before Christmas. I think that's a couple
we got
weeks
too much
now.
to catch up on.
There's a lot of stuff. What's the big stuff that you guys remember that happened? Wayne LaPierre stepped down.
Depending on how it moves forward, I might actually support them again. We'll see. I'm gonna wait.
He's all still tied up with the lawsuit stuff, so he's not over.
Yeah, I think he handed it over to puppets of him, and then he got a really nice parachute out of that. I don't know.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, someone told me. I don't see it in this article, but
I heard $17 million.
17 million, yeah, that's what I heard.
Asshole.
So
Excuse my language.
I don't know, man. If it's run by the same LaPierre people, I don't know if NRA is gonna be worth it for a while, because we've kind of like written off at least here we've written off the NRA.
I don't even look. I like I said, I'm a life member and all that junk. I don't even look at the email. I just throw it away. So
yeah. So that happened. I'm trying to go through and see what other big stuff has happened here, and I'm sure you guys can tell
earthquake
us
in Japan. You see that earthquake in Japan?
Oh yeah, that's
pretty serious stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw like how some houses were fine, and then you'll just see a house go poof. That's nuts right there. And then they were like, I guess they had tsunamis, but they didn't have anything major. But Cali was getting big waves hitting the.
Oh, that storm! That was just from a storm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
crazy. Those people put their trucks and RVs like right by the beach, and there's freaking truck getting flashed around in the surf, and an RV out there getting flashed around in the surf. And
sometimes I think, like, in New York, like dudes in New York, let's say you buy a car, right? But you work at McDonald's and you bought a Mercedes. You don't really have that Mercedes money. So you're paying for the car. Then you're paying like New York insurance, which is like $5,000 a month. And you're like, I wish something would happen to this. And then a storm rolls through New York, and you go put your car right out, right out in the storm. That's what I feel when I see that stuff. Because if you care about your thing, you would get it out of the storm, right? But if you're like, like some of the YouTubers, remember that? I think that happened here. Like there's some YouTubers like, oh, all my Porsches and my Ferraris got messed up.
I feel like why did you leave them out?
Yeah, I feel like they did it deliberately. So yeah,
maybe.
There you go. Armsman says not worth it until the board changes. Yeah, there needs to be big changes at NRA.
Yeah.
And there's lots of good organizations. GOA, for example, is one of them.
Oh
that
yeah,
you guys can support.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah. And they're actually kind of came up on, watching John's stuff that these one of John Trump's YouTube posts.
Crumpy.
That finally these organizations are actually kind of working together, to battle stuff as a core. They don't agree on everything, but they're working kind of together, which they need to do, like the Democrats do. Democrats don't care what you might be a pedophile or this, that, and the other, but they always get together when it comes down to the base stuff, and they work together. We've had this thing where there's 5 different or 6 different Second Amendment groups because somebody got pissed off at somebody else and started his own group, or he doesn't like that person. So finally, some of these people are, combining their forces and working together, which is a good thing. So, yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have to kiss they don't have to kiss or anything. They just had to work together.
I mean, ultimately, the big reason why a lot of organizations are not going to get along is real simple. So everyone knows the reason.
Money.
Yes.
It's personality and politics.
Money. It's money. Like they're all fundraising. They're all fundraising and bringing in money, and that's why everyone tries to claim. Like if some organizations out there, whether they do it on their own or get together, like Walt said, they're typically getting together and fighting these cases. But if one of them, let's say they win a case, then you'll all see everyone trying to say, "Oh, we're the ones who did this. Just us.
We did it.
Yeah, and everyone does that. NRA is big culprit.
NRA tends to glom onto everything. So
yeah. So, and I get it. Like it takes, if you think about this, it takes a lot of money to do this. There's people, lawyers. There's all kinds of things you have to do this. I like GOA because they're, from my perspective, very responsible with the money.
They're not deal making either.
Yeah. So no, they believe it. Everyone who works for GOA, but listen, most of the things out there that you find, the dudes who are doing this believe in this shit. Then there's some people that this has just become like a racket.
Well,
shot show's coming up, so that organization.
NSSF.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go ahead,
yeah,
Walt.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, a lot of them, it's they're into their connections. They get in, they
Mm-hmm.
wiggle their way in with their lobbyists, and they wiggle their way in with the congressmen. They
Mm-hmm.
get to see people and talk to people, and that's a lot of people's power trip. Their thing.
For some people, it's just a thing to do, man. It's not. Look, it's unions have much become that in America. I think there was a time in America where unions had a purpose and they were very useful. But I've been a Teamster. I've been in a union.
I can't believe that.
So, oh yeah, it was totally mafia'd up, man.
Well, yeah, it is. Look at all the money, man. Look at the influence. Look at the power. The power.
Yeah. So I'm telling you, I was a Teamster for a little while there.
You have to be.
Yeah.
You don't have any choice. You don't have any.
No, you didn't. You got in, or But here's the thing. I think that a lot of other things have become like that. And people are doing it, and they don't necessarily believe in the cause. And they see it as a way to make money. Now, if you believe in the cause and you're out there working, I believe you should get paid. I don't think people should work for these things.
You work for free, yeah.
They need at least a decent salary, otherwise they lose them to other organizations.
There's no motivation if you don't have any. No.
Yeah, but there are some people taking advantage, and I think that with LaPierre, he pretty much turned it into a racket. And even though we see this because the trial, he's going to have to start testifying and all that, I think it's just a move. He probably won't come back, but he's still controlling and he has the money. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was kind of like when, I had the Charleston Heston, and remember the picture of Charlton Heston in the flintlock?
Yeah, for my cold dead hands.
For my cold dead hands.
Yeah.
He should have been holding like an AK or an AR-15 or something, not a 200-year-old flintlock.
There's a lot of things. Listen, I voted for Trump both times so far. I may do it again. God, I hope not. However, when the NRA just blanketly was like, "Oh, Trump's the dude," I was like, "Where did this come from? How come we didn't vet this and work on this a little bit more?" And okay, I still went ahead and voted for him, and I think we got good things out of it. I don't think Trump was like 100% bad. But the gun guys got a lot of bad things out of that.
Oh, we got nothing on our part.
We could have done better as gun guys, and so that's a place you got to hold the NRA responsible for, because they didn't have the power to really hold his feet to the fire. They just stamped him and gave him that ghetto pass into the gun world, and everyone just rocked with that. I'm not saying they were better. They were better. I don't know. Was there anyone better that was running, really?
Not that had any momentum. Not that had any.
So,
yeah.
It sucks, man. We need some for real dudes up there doing this, but it's not so. Look at Bobert, man. Like, for example, Bobert, you could say, like, oh, she's a real gun chick or whatever. Her life is crazy. She's living the crazy life. She was just in some more shit recently.
Oh, really? Aside from the theater?
Yes, because I think, she's getting divorced, and her husband got into something, and he said that she punched, like, they somehow met up, and this happens in these kinds of relationships. I think he said that she punched him in the face and made a whole big thing, so obviously that's going to create issues for her. She's running a game, but based on redistricting, she has to change her thing. It's going to be crazy to see what happens there, and I don't dislike her because I think she's pretty solid on the gun stuff. But it's easy
if she's cray-cray, it's not,
Yeah, DC becomes theater real easy, and not everyone knows how to walk that straight and narrow. And she probably has serious issues. Like, they have little kids and they're getting divorced, and shit is bitter and all that. I mean, a woman has some issues if she's up in the theater feeling up a dude and letting a dude feel her up like that. She's thirsty. And so that's a little dangerous.
You can't even wait till you get home. Damn, Come on.
Yeah, I mean, get that, rub that out before you go out.
Or get out in the car or something. Do it in privacy.
I saw this. There was this comedy thing that Kevin Hart and Chris Rock did, and Chris Rock, being like an old school comedian, he's kind of in my age category. He said, "You know what? I have a policy. I don't take a meeting hungry, even if that meeting is at a restaurant. I go there where I have eaten." And this is relative to this. Don't go out with a chick hungry and thirsty. Just rub one out before you go on that day.
No, wait a minute. Don't go out with a chick. Don't go out with a chick that's hungry and thirsty, or she'll rub you one out in the theater.
We'll take care of that before you guys go out. Like, handle the business, then go out.
Okay.
Don't be out there like this. Camera's everywhere, man. This camera's everywhere now. Yeah. So, listen, I love my wife. We've been together for a long time. You don't see me slobbering her down, and I cannot stand that.
I actually saw a rare moment. I saw a public kiss one day, so that's a
from
rare,
Lola.
From the two of them, that is very rare. I don't know. I've never seen that.
Was that during this weekend? Yeah, Lola was trying to roll up on me.
This weekend.
Like,
that was something else. I can't remember what it was, but yeah.
Well, because if your wife rolls up on you like that, what are you gonna do? Yeah, you don't want to get in trouble later. You don't want to be like, get up out of my face.
No. I don't none of that stuff.
You will hear about that later. I promise you.
No. You gotta.
Yeah.
No.
A woman will be. Oh, okay.
I appreciate a motivated partner myself. But.
Absolutely. But getting crazy like I see some people doing, I don't get it.
No. There's plenty of time for that later.
Yeah. Let's see what else happened. So you guys heard about that shooting in Ocala on Christmas?
No, not a whole lot. No.
So there was it was basically
at a mall or something.
It was a mall in Ocala. It was an assassination. This dude went into the mall, went up to a guy, shot him. There was a lady that got wounded, but he killed the guy. So they recently caught that dude. Ocala police make the arrest.
That's definitely like a hit.
Yeah, it was a hit. He walked right up to him.
It's not a shooting. That's a hit.
Yeah, it was a hit. They had some kind of beef going on.
That's like a gang hit.
Yeah, the guy got caught and all that kind of stuff. But here's the part of this that I think is important, because I've been telling you people for a long time, and I want my recognition. Florida is the Caribbean, mofos.
No, it's not.
It's not. I don't understand what you mean.
We are the Caribbean.
No, we're not.
And I'll prove it to you. Look at where we're at. We're pretty much in the Caribbean. It's like how I'm from Guyana. Guyana's considered the Caribbean. It's on the continent of South America.
No, it's not.
It is Caribbean. And
okay.
And the rest of the South American continent is all Spanish, right? Latinos, right? You got Brazil, Argentina, etc. None of those people, when I tell people, someone goes, I'm like, oh, you're from Brazil? Oh, yeah, I'm from South America, too. You're from Chile? Oh, I'm from South. They go, yeah, really? Where are you from? I go, Guyana. What? What is... Well, I'm like, it's literally on the continent, so...
There's no Rio there. There's no... It's not known for
the continent. But it's considered Caribbean. I consider myself Caribbean, right? I was having this conversation because, there's a lot of people now, like black people, saying, don't call me African American. I'm not African American. I don't like that either, right? I consider myself Caribbean, if you want to know. I'm an American, but I consider myself from the Caribbean. Florida is the Caribbean. It's on the continent of North America, but it's the Caribbean. Here's my proof, just to make my case.
Because we arrested some scumbag.
Go to Stop Chop.
The suspected gunman was identified. There's his name. Working with the United States Marshal Service, Florida Caribbean Regional Fugitive Task Force. Okay. There you go. Boom. Proof. What say you, mofos?
Go to Sop Choppy, Florida, and tell them it's the Caribbean.
This is the Caribbean. You know it.
Have you ever looked at any of the laws in this Caribbean countries? Those beautiful Caribbean countries.
They crazy. Most of those places.
You can't even wear camouflage in most.
They
places.
are socialist.
You can't even. I was a camouflage like a camouflage YouTube channel. They showed all all the laws about camouflaging,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't even wear half the stuff we wear in these countries because you'd be considered a this or a that or like,
Yeah.
what the hell? That's where I want to live, where they tell me
Yeah.
what I can wear and what I can't wear. You know?
Night Train says Guyana is known for Jim Jones, People's Temple, and drinking the Kool-Aid.
Jonestown.
Yeah, Jim Jones.
And
Yeah,
the
but-
Kool-Aid.
Guess what? All those people
Flavor
were Americans.
Aid.
All
Excuse me.
Americans. All Americans.
Yes, they were. Yes,
None
they
of those
were.
people were Guyanese people. That was all your people.
The Guyanese people didn't want them around. Jim Jones was such a shitbird that all the Guyanese were like, "Get the fuck away from him. We don't want you."
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of manufacturers like Safety Harbor Firearms. SHF is a quintessential family-owned small business, totally representative of the American dream. Safety Harbor Firearms is a Florida-based manufacturer of the compact entry stock and the SHTF 50 upper for an AR-15 lower. Also, SHF happily delivers on your Sten gun parts needs. So don't forget to check out stenparts.com and safetyharborfirearms.com.
Yeah. Yeah, that, I know that's what Guyana is known for, without a doubt. It's known for Jim Jones and the Kool-Aid. And that's some serious shit. By the way, that went down in 1978. So I was actually living in Guyana at that time. I was a little kid. Boom, there you go. If you want to look up the whole thing, it's on Wikipedia. Look up Jim Jones. Those are all Americans that went over there and went into the jungle doing that craziness. And I think it was it might be the only time in history that an American congressman was killed on soil outside of America. Right? Because there was a congressman that went over there
Possibly
to check.
in modern history.
Yeah, did that happen since then?
We had Benghazi.
No, but that wasn't a
Congress.
that wasn't a
He
congressman.
wasn't Congress. No,
that was
no.
an ambassador.
It was
That was
ambassador.
Yeah.
No, I don't think we have a sitting congressman has been killed.
Yeah, I think that was
Ow.
the only time that happened. That he went out there to check up on them and they capped him. And then they drank the Kool-Aid.
Flavor Aid.
And I had to deal with that nonsense
I'm gonna
my
keep
whole
saying
life.
this until one of y'all recognize Flavor Aid. It was not Kool-Aid.
Oh, technically it wasn't Kool-Aid.
It was Flavor Aid.
Yeah, that's not. It wasn't like, hey, Kool-Aid.
No,
Get it
Kool-Aid
right.
does not want you to call it Kool-Aid. It was Flavor Aid. It was
Has
like
Kool-Aid
knockoff Kool-Aid.
has Kool-Aid ever sued anyone over that? I wonder.
I don't think so. God, I couldn't imagine if they tried.
Okay.
Yeah, don't
Some
even
of the
bring it
biggest
up.
news that's went on here lately is the fact that Steamboat Willie is no longer under copyright protection.
Yeah.
Oh
2024.
yeah, that's
You
true.
can't-
Yeah, make it.
So there's
Mickey
some
Mouse.
really
Yeah.
interesting, cool stuff coming out with Steamboat Willie. I saw one.
I'm gonna put him on a
showed me
shirt.
one today. Steamboat
Wow.
Willie had a machine gun shooting other people. And stuff. Like,
So they can't go after. You know what's interesting, and I know we're over the time, but I don't know. You guys probably don't follow this. I follow the comedians, but one of the things that was going viral is Cat Williams.
Yeah, asking to be on, pretending like he was not interested in getting on Rogan just so he could get on Rogan.
Yeah, he was on this thing. He was on the Shay Shay Club Shay Shay, which is
Dumbest fucking names.
it's a football player, Shannon
Club
Sharp.
Shay Shay.
Yeah, it's actually a good show. I looked at it, but he was on there maybe Thursday, and it has over 33 million views.
Yeah. I've been getting a bunch of shorts from it for whatever reason.
Yeah. It was actually interesting because he talked about all this Illuminati stuff, all that's going on. But anyway, on there when he first started out,
Sorry, I'm going to
Go
interrupt you real quick. Did you see the clip of him talking about how you can join the club and get you a white wife or a light skinned wife or something like that?
Yes, I did actually. Yeah, it was funny.
Anyway,
a lot of what's in that is true. But anyway, so when he first came out as a comedian, Cat Williams is funny. He's very funny. And he has a special that he did here. It's on Netflix. He did this special in Florida, in Jacksonville. And it is really, really funny if you look at it. But anyway, when he came out, he was called Cat in the Hat. And Disney smacked him upside the head so hard. He changed it. He was like, okay, my name's Cat Williams.
Funny.
I surrender. So yeah, now someone could call themselves Mickey Mouse, literally, right?
I don't know.
I wouldn't go that far.
I think it's the image, the likeness is what you.
Is this the old one? The old one.
Steamboat Willie.
Steamboat Willie.
So you could call yourself Steamboat Willie then, if you want to.
If you want to be called Willie, you can Willie yourself all day long. Yes.
Yeah.
Now Steamboat Willie might show up with a 50 cal. Who knows? That could happen.
Yeah,
Or he might be wheeling an MP5 pretty soon, but
Yeah, I'm surprised that because some of these guys figured out how to re up on those things, but I guess they just can't do it.
It's done. It's over.
Yeah, it's public domain at this point.
I guess Donald Duck's coming out pretty soon, and there's other things coming out. The copyright.
They can only if you look at the history, because I did this when this was talked about. I did this. Look at the history of copyright law. Mm-hmm. And originally you had like 14 years. Like you invent something in the 1800s. You had like 14 years to profit off of it.
Okay.
And then copyright was over and everybody could use it.
And trademark's different, right?
Trademark's a little bit different. But Disney single-handedly took it from 14 years because of Mickey Mouse over time up to... We're now at like 78 years past the lifespan of the original creator.
Wow.
Something wild. Like, it takes forever for something to come off a copyright.
Yeah. I'm waiting for Duck Dodgers. I'm all about that. Duck Dodgers. I'm going to switch my name. That's my favorite. When Duck Dodgers comes out, I'm taking it. I call dibs right now. You guys haven't seen Duck Dodgers? Yeah, let's wrap it up here. Okay, I think are we coming back before SHOT Show? We're probably going to do a show, before SHOT Show. When's SHOT Show, Walt? Let's see here. Hold on.
I leave on the 20th, which is a Sunday, I believe. Yeah, it's a Sunday.
Oh, okay, so next week, the 15th, we're going to do a show. So that'll be our SHOT Show preview. And then after that, while Walt is out at SHOT Show, him and Rich will do something live. We'll work that out.
And John's going to be out there too. Crumpy is, and I'm going to actually be. Crump's going to do his show from the Otis booth, I think. Otis, the people that make all the gun cleaning stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, he worked out some deal with Otis.
Oh, cool.
So I think I'm going to crash that. He said I could crash it. So
sweet.
I'll be probably on his podcast out there.
Yeah, too. Yeah. So we'll do some stuff. I'll be at the Tampa RV show at that time, but I'll be coming on at night because it'll be still daytime in Vegas, and we'll do some live stuff with it. So let these guys tell you how you could support them, communicate with them, etc. We'll start with Babyface P. Go for it, Patrick.
YouTube.com/BabyfaceP, ChromeVandiumArms.com, ChromeVandium Arms.com. Gunsmithing, parts kit building, whatever you got going on. If you have an idea for something, send me an email. Give me a call. And price sheet is up there if you want me to get some work done for you.
Awesome. There you go. Walt.
Oh, it's my turn. SafetyForFirearms.com is on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And then there's Dirtfoot Racing, the mini bike stuff on the same places. Dirtfoot. And also on Player, because everything I post on those get put up on Player. And then there's StemParts.com for all your STEM parts needs. And we got some really nice hoodies in there. I got to post some more. We're doing some more advertising on that too. So.
Yeah, if you guys see the hoodies from the footage, I don't know when my video is going to get up. Probably in 2 years or so.
In 2 years or so, you said?
No, I'm just messing with you. But yeah, we'll be putting some stuff out with that. So make sure you check
crack that whip on your son. Come on, man.
He's not even here. I think he's headed to New York right now.
Oh. Yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah. So anyway, great hanging out with everyone. We'll see you guys next week. Hit us up on social media. And thanks so much for joining us. We're out of here. See ya. Peace.
Goodbye.
Let me see. I gotta go. I gotta hit these buttons properly.
What's crack-a-lackin', baby?
Woo!